there.
Yeah, they can hear us all.
Wow.
I know. So go on, Caveman. You finally subscribed to The Athletic.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what that post was about that James sent us,
Wait, you subscribed
so I could read it.
to read a single article?
Yeah, it was $1, so
Wait, it's $1?
yeah, to sign up was $1.
Huh. Well,
Yeah,
showtime.
wasn't too bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, children, even, of all ages, welcome to the Leafs FanCast. My name is Danny Maggs. I am one of your hosts on this show. To my virtual right, we like to think of him as my left-hand man, all the way on the end, Paul the Caveman Cavaretta.
What's going on, guys?
And of course,
What is going on?
right between the two of us, chief statistician, James Redelmeyer. Say hello, James.
Happy May, everybody, and preliminary May the 4th to you all.
I said say hello, James. You're supposed to say hello, James.
Hello, James.
That's okay.
You set him up for that.
I thought that was Paul's bit. I thought that was Paul's
It's
bit.
everybody's
It
bit.
isn't.
Oh, Cleary's just showering us with love in the
Unreal
chat.
fly.
Welcome to the program. It is the Leafs FanCast on the Dean Blundell Media Network Extraordinaire, but also on twitch.tv/BingPotTV. Remember, if you are watching us anywhere else other than Twitch, you can't get your comments into the chat, so come on over. We will be spinning the wheel of gimmicks and giveaways every so often when that bits bar fills up. We still have some residual damage from last week.
Ooh.
I think we can all move past that. Just,
What happened last week?
I drank a lot. The wheel,
Oh,
the wheel.
In the immortal words of Trey Songz, bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
That
Bottoms
wheel,
up.
that wheel was not kind. The wheel most certainly was not kind. It was a very kind week to the Toronto Maple Leafs, by the way, who are coming off 3 consecutive wins last week. The team is on fire. The wheel, the wheel was kind to Harry.
Everybody's kind to Harry.
Everybody's kind to Harry.
Harry's one of the boys.
Okay, so big dub for the Leafs against Montreal last week, and then 2 against Vancouver. And before we dive in, to sort of put a neat little wrap-up on the Leafs and Vancouver nonsense, Caveman, do you want to entertain Snow and give him a couple thoughts about Patrick Laine sitting on the 4th line of the Columbus Blue Jackets?
I can guarantee Patrick Laine is the best 4th liner in the league right now. Which means Columbus has the best 4th line in the league. I think that's pretty obvious.
Adam Brooks would have a thing or two to say about that. BTW.
Oh, you're actually, and Jason Spezza. You know what? Toronto's got a conversation to have with Columbus. Honestly, I got no words. I've been saying it for a bit. My patience with Columbus this season is running thin, and you know what? It is what it is. I don't know what to do. Like, what do you do with this team?
Wait, 1 second. There's a lot of things happening right now. I think we just, what was that? Did we get a follow coming in? Because I heard the sound for it. But I gotta go back up a couple comments. These all just came in fast and furious.
Yeah.
DJ Cognac, Gritty had a baby and it killed every other team, so the National Hockey League had to give the cup to the Flyers. Ethan, are you doing okay, bud? That's a lot.
He's absolutely not doing okay, and it seems like John Tavares is Gritty's baby, I guess. FanCastic.
FanCastic. Oh no. We will address all of that. The flaming heap that is the wreckage of the Flyers season. The Columbus Blue Jackets, the entire fan base. By the way, if you haven't paid attention yet, Caveman, DB Nubs hanging out in the chat. He is one of you. And when I say one of you, I mean you know who you are. Jackets fans.
Blue Jackets fans? Oh my God, some representation in the chat.
There you go. He's very happy that we're treasuring Nick Foligno for him. And we will take very good care of Nick as he's been taking care of us. I have one headline for you, and James, you get all the credit for saucing this our way. I I know we said we would ease up on the Buffalo Sabres. And this is not us dumping on Buffalo, but just when you think things cannot get any worse for this franchise, their starting goaltender tonight, the team is down to their 5th and 6th string goalies. The guy starting in net, his name is Michael Hauser.
Yikes.
Michael Hauser has been bouncing up on the taxi squad for the last 7 weeks or so. He's been the backup on the bench. This is the first time he's going to get into game action since March of 2020, when he was playing for, wait for it, when he was playing for the ECHL affiliate of the Buffalo Sabres, the Cincinnati Cyclones. He has not played a pro game since the East Coast Hockey League. And this is what I said to James right before the show. I said, you might think that the deck is stacked. Deck is stacked. First try. Against this guy. But, I mean, if a Zamboni driver can get an NHL dub, goaltending is voodoo. Keep an eye on exactly what happens tonight with the Buffalo Sabres. Yikes.
I mean, they're up against the Islanders, so they're not going to score many goals on him at least. Right?
Yeah,
right?
I get, if we're looking for silver linings.
You know what? I mean, at least his first game, he might get a .940 save percentage, but lose by 1 still.
It's all entirely possible. We have a great show lined up for you today. So we have lots to talk about, to break down last week. We're going to spend some time right off the top trying to hash out this bad air between the Leafs and the Canucks. Nothing going right in Vancouver. Tonight, there will be a watch party as the Leafs get to test the waters of a playoff matchup, the first of 3 against the Montreal Canadiens, happening tonight. And at some point during the game, Ryan Hank, if you've been watching the show, he's been on here before, at Always94 in our Discord and on Twitter, writer for the Canucks Army and contributor to the PP1 podcast in Vancouver. He will be hopping on for at least a little bit to air out this bad blood. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with the bad blood, the Wayne train, Wayne Simmonds going to town and calling the so far fightless Alex Edler to battle as retribution for the Zach Hyman hit. Okay, I want to put this out first. Everybody who's been commenting in the Discord, we've read it all. Your thoughts are great. They're fantastic even. I just kind of want to back this up. Caveman.
Yes, sir.
Caveman against Vancouver. Wayne Train, was it the right call to go after Alex Edler? I want your take first.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with Alex Edler not being a dirty player. It has everything to do with the fact that it was an unsafe play. Whether it was a dirty play, whether he meant to do it or not, it was unsafe, and you injured a player in doing so. He got, in terms of time missed, clearly Edler missed his games, but Hyman is still out. And he will continue to be out. So there has to be some sort of retribution where guys in the league will be thinking, or at least on Vancouver or Edler, will now think twice before kneeing someone like that dangerously. And answering the bell was the right thing on Edler to do. Hockey is about etiquette, and hockey etiquette fighting, it's a part of the game. And you know what? Good for Edler for answering the bell. Good for Simmonds for sticking up for Hyman. And you know what? If there's nothing else to say, there's no bad blood. Okay? It was a one-off situation. If you're upset about it, you're not a fan of hockey.
Yes, Harry, there is a watch party tonight. Paul, I think that was really well spoken, and DB Nubs looks like he agrees with you. And James, I just kind of want to get your stance on this as well before we really start hashing this out.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously you knew it was coming. You knew Edler was going to have to pay the price in some regard. I'm curious to see, like, would it have been? I understand why he took the get it over with in 10 seconds and have Simmonds just beat him kind of method.
Yeah,
I mean, would it have been also served if they just decided to make his night miserable and, give him a little shtick after every whistle, give him a little bit like, the long, like kind of a long con. Um,
it's an
but
interesting point.
yeah, like do you just try and, you finish every check just that little bit harder just to make like instead of getting the instant gratification that was Wayne Simmonds putting out 5 punches, do you get everybody in on the party or just have Wayne do this and just make his life miserable for an evening?
What I think we're gonna do here is we're gonna talk about in a moment just kind of what it means to have Wayne Simmonds for real. This is outside of him fighting in the season opener. This is why Wayne Simmonds is on the team. So we'll circle back to that, but I want to defer to Kevin Bieksa for a moment. Kevin Bieksa had, I'm going to go as far as to call it a rant. It wasn't as cohesive as he normally is on the broadcast. They gave him his time and they said, put your thoughts out. And he made it very clear. Wayne Simmonds fights Alex Edler. It's a weird game. It's a weird fight. Alex Edler doesn't fight. It's done. It's squashed. It's over. They firmly put this behind them and move on. I'm not going to tell you that I know anything about the code in hockey. Look at me. But I think that sounds like a way better option than let's drag this out and poke them and cross-check them and finish our hits just a little harder throughout the whole game. And I, for what it's worth, like Alex Edler and think that, I mean, man, if you realize you messed up so much so that you're going to go toe-to-toe with Wayne Simmonds to make up for it, like, I agree with everything that happened in this outcome. I like that. That's why you have these guys go and play. You have guys hit so they know that they don't take liberties with your team.
You see, and I don't think it has to do with liberties with the team. I think, and I don't think it has to do with star players getting injured. I think it's just dangerous plays. If there was someone who threw a weird situation. If a teammate of mine gave me a death pass, which is one where I'm going in the center of the ice and there's a defenseman lining me up for a hit and I've got nothing to do but accept the pass and then get clobbered. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Scott Stevens on Paul Kariya. That's a good what's it called? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a good representation of what I'm talking about. I would fight my own teammate for letting that happen, for sending me that pass. Dangerous plays like that need to not be in the league, and you need to set a message or send a message for when that happens, right? And Edler, great guy, one fight in his NHL career, however old he is. Good on him for answering the bell. Hockey etiquette 101. As Dan Cherry would say, he's a good Ontario boy.
He's a good Ontario boy. I tell you.
Excuse me, sorry. Would it have been better served if Simmonds fought Edler that night rather than drawing this out? What was it, 2 weeks?
Was Simmonds in the lineup?
I believe he was.
Vancouver, but also no, because Edler was tossed out of that game.
Yeah, I thought it was a misconduct.
You're right.
Edler got the game
correct.
misconduct and the suspension. So yeah, I feel it. I see where you're coming from. But no, in
the event, let's say he only gets a 2-minute penalty and stays in the game. Would it have been better if Simmonds could just go after him the next?
I mean, I think that's ideal.
You do it there and then, especially if Hyman's taken out of the game. You don't take exception to that, right? Which is why it's nice to have a Wayne Simmonds every game, because if that happens, well, you know who's coming in to step up for your boys,
and
right?
That's just it. That is exactly it, Caveman. Yeah. So what does it mean? We've talked about the Wayne train and cognac. That's amazing. We got our Dobermans at the same time from our breeder in Philly. That's super cool. That's 2 degrees of separation from Wayne Simmonds. JR, tell me what it was like, actually, to be in Philly and watch him fight and hear that fan reaction, because we don't get to have a fan reaction to Wayne Simmonds this year.
I'm actually trying to look up the game
Hockey
right now.
Would have it. Hockey Fights for sure would have it. They have the entire database.
It was 2018.
So my point is, when you have a guy like Wayne Simmonds that can defend your teammates like that, because this didn't go over well in Vancouver, and we're going to talk about whether or not that fight was necessary and what the problem is with the Vancouver fan base for thinking that this isn't supposed to be a part of the game anymore. You know, I don't think everybody in Vancouver feels that way. I obviously think that there are people in Vancouver who think differently. And I say obviously because the conversation that got this going came from Ian McIntyre at Sportsnet. This was the tweet following the game. Okay? Bear with me. You've probably seen it. If you haven't, from Ian McIntyre, no Canucks took issue with post-game with Wayne Simmonds forcing Alex Edler to fight. Simmonds has 77 NHL fights. Edler's got none. The code is supposed to be about respect. There was none shown there. Want Edler to fight for the hit on Hyman? Fine, but send somebody else. I mean, no. You send Wayne Simmonds because that's why you have Wayne Simmonds. You don't just have him there to be an existential threat to your physical health and safety unless you plan on exercising that threat. I think I can understand why McIntyre would be frustrated by it.
It's dumb. No, it's dumb. It's dumb. Send someone else? What kind of logic is that?
Well, he's like, okay, you don't send your Goliath against their David.
No. Oh, yeah. No, sure. Okay, so now you have a problem with Wayne Simmonds fighting Alex Edler. Okay. I know Jake Virtanen's been having some issues with assault, so send him in to fight Wayne Simmonds next.
Nice. That was good. But also that's not a laughing matter, so it's not good.
I know.
I apologize. I want you to apologize for
Jake. I'm sorry to Jake Virtanen and
no, you're not supposed to apologize to Jake Virtanen.
And Person X. He's innocent until proven guilty. We learned this from Patrick Kane, okay? Oh, we've been here before.
There is a reason.
I'm just saying.
There's a reason your name is Caveman.
I'm just saying. No,
earning your stripes today, my dude. James can't do it. I can deal with you, okay? But be nice. And
I'm not saying anything about the situation. I'm just saying if you don't like Edler versus Wayne Simmonds and you have a problem with it, send someone to fight Wayne.
That's fair. Here's the issue that McIntyre was taking. You've killed James, by the way. Here's the issue
James
that McIntyre was taking. It's not a good killing of James. It's fine. We're moving past it. Here's the issue McIntyre had. I think his issue was that there was nobody in the Canucks lineup that said, hey, that's not okay. You think back to a Burrows, right? No Alex Burrows in the room to go in there and start showing them what's what. Now, the reason I empathize with Ian McIntyre on this and the entire Canucks fan base, I think their tune changes the second they have Wayne Simmonds. Do you know why? Because our tune changed the second we got Wayne Simmonds. Hold on. Let's just scale it back a little bit, Leafs Nation. Remember this? Remember, it's fine. We don't need to hit them back. They can have their way with us physically. We'll get our payback on the power play. Do you remember that? And when we don't have a Wayne Simmonds, you know what? I was one of those guys. I embraced it. I was like, yep, that's what we are. That's the personality of this team. That's what it is. Okay. But now that we have a Wayne Simmonds, I'm like, well, no, Wayne. Go be the Wayne train. Go do the thing. Come in hot. Lay down the smack. All right? I embrace physicality now because we have that player on the team. It's like Nazem Kadri, Brad Marchand. You have them. You love them.
You use them.
You don't. You want them gone.
See, yeah, I understand what you're saying. That being said, even without Wayne Simmonds on the team, I know you may have been. I've always been a fan of tough, roughneck type hockey. That's why I'm a Torts fan. That's why I'm a Columbus fan. As far as it changes when you have these players, I guess so. I mean, your outlook changes. If Vancouver had that player to step up in Edler's spot, do you think they send someone, or Edler's like, okay, I'm not going to fight you, go fight that guy? Do you think that's that would happen? Because I've seen situations where star players make mistakes, but you're not going to go after the star player with Wayne Simmonds, right? You're going to talk to them and be like, hey, I had a problem with what you had to deal with. And then they're going to say, okay, Alex Edler, send me, I don't know, who's Jake Muzzin, whatever, equal value. You know what I mean? You don't send don't send.
I don't think it's a great example, but I get what you're trying to say. Okay.
You don't send Wayne Simmonds to beat up Connor McDavid. You send Austin Matthews, someone of equivalent status, in my mind. Right?
Well, Alex Edler is not exactly high status. I mean, he's defenseman on the Canucks.
He's not.
And at this
he's
point,
a gentleman.
Wayne
right?
Simmonds
he doesn't fight.
Well, Wayne Simmonds isn't even high status at this point. He's our goon. He's very good at hockey. That's why it's incredible that he's our goon. But I think alternatively, if you're Vancouver, you just don't even let Wayne get to Edler. But that's the point they're trying to make here, is they don't have that guy. They don't have somebody in the room to up the physicality. Send Mark Giordano after Connor. You know, if Connor McDavid would have just torn his ACL last week, I probably would have won my fantasy matchup.
Had to be the ACL. You couldn't have had a torn rotator cuff or
no
a bruised hip.
Okay, so does every team need the sandpaper? And when I say need, I really mean need. Every team should have it, right? Because this is why the Leafs go and get Kyle Clifford last year. It's why they toughen up their back end with Jake Muzzin, although that's about other reasons as much as anything else. But it's why they got Wayne Simmonds.
James,
Simmons,
what do you think?
I'll remind you, said, I'm not saying I'm going to fight the world because I'm in Toronto, but if I have to fight the world, that's Wayne Simmonds. James, what do you think?
Yeah, but James, what do you got on this? Does every team need sandpaper?
I think every team needs sandpaper. Okay. April's over. I can make fun of the refereeing again. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I think every team needs sandpaper on it because of how the game is officiated. Because the Leafs tried that method of, okay, we're going to be quick and speedy, and the teams that have sandpaper, they're going to get called for hooking, holding, all of that. Then the playoffs start and the whistles go away, and then they don't call that anymore. Mm-hmm. So I think in a utopian hockey world, I don't think it's not that you don't need. I think you need the Zach Hyman type of sandpaper. I don't think you need the Wayne Simmonds type of sandpaper, if that makes sense.
I can agree with James on this. I don't think it's up to the goons. I think we're out of the woods in the terms of enforcers on a team, right? We don't need players whose specific job is to fight Alex Edler when he does a dirty hit. I don't think that's what Wayne Simmonds is for. Yes, he is our number one option, and that's because he's done it before and he's always been that tough character, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of sandpaper in the league, I think every team needs sandpaper. I think you need to turn players into that sandpaper. Okay? Alex Ovechkin was a FanCastic player early in his career. He was a goal scorer extraordinaire. He has gotten so much better when he learned to throw his body weight around.
Same situation for Matthews. We've talked about that this year.
Exactly. So if you teach these guys, these bigger guys, how to use their bodies, how to get physical and play physically, that's the sandpaper a team needs. Now, Mitch Marner, clearly 5'1", is not going to do that. I mean,
is he really 5'1"? I was
5'11".
Oh, I was going to say I thought he was only 4'11", but that's
he's not gonna have the same impact. He's smaller guy, but you know what I mean. Every team needs to play with that sandpaper in their game. Every player needs to have that little bit of Nazem Kadri where they're all very skillful, but they're gonna throw a hit if you're not looking the right way.
So, I'm just gonna flip the question. Because I think I'm hearing what you're saying. And James, it's a great point about the officiating. You're right. So I just want to put it flat out, because this is the and please, this is the question to chime in the chat about. Straight up, does fighting still have a place in the National Hockey League in your opinion? Caveman first.
Yes.
Caveman, have we lost you?
Oh.
Caveman looks frozen.
Knowing my internet, I got worried it was me there for a second.
Okay, Caveman, we'll let you finish that thought when you return. Let's go ahead James?
For me, it's when the time's right. I don't agree with it being a constant part of the game, especially with what we are learning now with concussions and head injuries and everything of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with some of the, former players passing away long too soon or way too soon
Yeah.
because of stuff that they've. So it's hard for me to get on board with it. I know a big part of it too. I can understand it in the context of if they do it like Edler hitting Hyman and then you go after Edler and like answering. I don't understand these stage fights that you get at the beginning of periods sometimes, or I
I'm back.
don't,
Are you
things like
back?
that.
Oh God, internet.
Let's see. Is he back?
Yeah, there's a bit of a storm happening around me, so we'll see.
A bit of a storm, he says.
Yeah,
All
sorry,
right, we're back.
but James, continue. James, continue.
Okay. TLDR, Paul. I'm saying there's a time and a place for it. Especially with what we know about concussions and everything now, it's really hard for me to get on board with it as a constant thing. But I understand that there's a time and a place for the players to police themselves, like in the Adler incident.
So and that's why I say it's a yes or no question, right? I think you're right about staged fights, but if it's about taking it out of the game entirely or not, you can't.
I don't think you take it out entirely once you get to a pro level. Like when we obviously I think from CHL down, no. Like Garrett, like take it out completely.
I think that makes sense. Caveman, this is your time.
Fighting is somewhat essential to the essence of hockey. I don't think you need to have players specifically built to fight every game, and I don't want to see a fight every game. But this is a fast game where hitting happens all the time. It's not like football where it's instant and then break the play stops, you go, you take a rest. No, this is constant crash, bang, crash, bang, crash, bang. So there's going to be times where hockey is going to be the most heated sport because you can get away with things like hitting your opponent extra hard while charging at them at 50 miles an hour with blades on your feet and at 230 pounds, Dustin Bufflin, right? And you just crush people. And you're going to take exception to that. And sometimes you're not going to want to take exception to that. Sometimes you're going to need to stop that. Say, okay, you're not doing that anymore. Fight me. And then maybe you can keep doing it. And it's about policing the situation. It's about players policing themselves. And I think it's a necessary part of the game because if it's not, dirty plays can happen because in a blink of an eye, any ref can miss it. And we've seen how terrible these refs can be.
That's a fair point. I want to move off of this because we do have a lot to cover. But that's the long and short of this nonsense with the Canucks. We will reopen this can of worms when Ryan Hank from the Canucks Army and the PP1 podcast shows up during the Habs game tonight. Because I just want to get inside the mind of a Canucks fan. And we're also going to jab him about the jabs that he took at us. If you're in the Discord and you've seen it, James, throw a link to the Discord in case the folks in the chat don't know what we're talking about. But if you are in our Discord, we posted an article from the Canucks Army, and yeah, buddy, Ryan Hank quoted a tweet from the Leafs FanCast. I was getting really frustrated at the fact they don't care that their season is over. God, they're so passive-aggressive. I hate it so much, and Ryan will dive into that. Anyhow, we want to start as we get ready to gear up into playoff mode, talking about the FanCastic Player of the Week. Over the last 3 weeks, who is your MVP? Who is your FanCastic Player of the Week? I'm going to go first.
Go ahead.
The FanCastic Player of the Week is none other than Rasmus Sandin. The kid continues to impress. Austin Matthews said it best. When you say, what can you tell us about Rasmus Sandin? And Austin Matthews goes, yeah, he's really good. He's really good. I think Austin Matthews knows a thing or two about being really good at hockey, but there is just something about Rasmus Sandin's poise on the power play. They gave him PP1 minutes. I get it. It was against Vancouver. And he looked sharp. I'm all about it. Not only that, I want to give a special shout out to Justin Hall, for taking the puck off the face, but also for on that goal that was tipped by, I want to say Adam Brooks. It was a hammer time shot from the blue line.
Uncorked.
Between Sandin and hammer time, and I'll bring it back to Sandin, that's the shot I want on the blue line on the power play. I know Hall can't move the puck so well, but I mean, how do you not want them up there? So that's why it's Rasmus Sandin for me, for making me think, you know what? Keep Mojo on the bench for the power play and keep him fresh for the rest of the game. Caveman, who's your FanCastic player of the week?
I'm curious to see who James has first, because I can't be the only one in my thoughts on this, because I have someone in mind. But James, who do you have? If Danny is
so I took Jack Campbell / David Riddick. I'm just gonna envelop the goaltending.
Big save, Dave!
David returned and give them some timely goaltending in last Thursday. However, Jack Campbell, 2 wins, 2 save percentages of a 963 and a 970 last week.
Okay.
And then big save Dave put out a nice, oh, come on. Of course, I think I'm getting Paul's internet problems here. This isn't loading. Here we go. At 938 against Vancouver, only had 15 shots to face, or only had 16. He stopped 15 of them. I just give a shout out to the goaltending. We were complaining about it for so much this season. It's really nice to have some stable goaltending again. So shout out to those two.
Very nice. Okay, Caveman. So
you
were on the Jack Campbell train, right?
Are nuts. Absolutely nuts. Rasmus Sandin is a child still. Good for him for stepping up and playing against the absolutely drained Vancouver Canucks while all the other boys were resting. All the big boys, all the old boys were resting. Congratulations. Jack Campbell, you know what? We did complain, and David Riddick, we did complain about the goaltending a little bit. But, like, I like Jack Campbell's an answer more than I like Rasmus Sandin, Danny. So, James, I'll let it off.
You
but
too, Paul.
Austin Matthews has 38 goals for this week. 4.
I mean,
and you're picking Rasmus Sandin as your week MVP. You're nuts. This kid is going to get 40.
Your Steve Dangle impression is getting a lot better. You know that?
Is it?
That was pretty good. Are you nuts? I can't even go that high. That was pretty good, Paul.
Listen,
except it's not. It's a cop-out answer. You took a cop-out answer. Congratulations. Like
no.
Austin Matthews is the best player on this team most weeks.
It's not a cop-out answer. That's like saying McDavid doesn't deserve the Art Ross or the Hart. I mean, not the Art Ross, the Hart Trophy this year. The Ted Lindsay. Okay, that's a cop-out. Picking, if anybody in their right mind picks anybody else for the Hart or the Ted Lindsay, whoever the 120 guys vote for, I think it's the Hart. If anybody picks anybody but Connor McDavid, they are being a cop-out because they just don't want to pick the right answer. Sometimes it is as easy as the right person deserves it.
What does a cop-out mean? Do you know what a cop-out means?
I don't know. I got lost in my mind here. Okay, I'm just thinking about how Austin Matthews is legitimately the best player on this team and was the best player this week by far. Not even close.
A cop-out is avoiding doing something that one ought to do.
Thank you. It's a cop-out not to pick Austin Matthews.
Snow Zachberg, everybody. Snow Zachberg. Welcome to the program, Snow. I'll give you a little round of applause if I can find it. There it is. Snow Zachberg. Welcome to the program. What's going on, Snowberg?
Oh, I'm just gearing up for my pick here for top-performing Leaf of the past week.
Oh, you have something to contribute? What do you got there, Jimmy?
I got something to contribute. Well, you said top performer, and I was going to say Sam Bennett just because 13 points since going over to Florida Panthers. How you doing? But if we're talking about Maple Leafs that are performing right now, you got to give it to Nick Foligno, coming off of a 2-week quarantine or a 10-day quarantine, whatever it was. Point per game player right now, 4 assists, playing on the top line with Matthews and Marner. You just got to give it to him. Like, The guy's all class. The guy's a veteran. He's been there, and he's just doing what he does.
You know what? I'm actually on board with that. I will 100p give this to Nick Foligno, who, by the way, has still not been on the ice for a goal against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs. So, anytime we fill up that bar on the bottom of the screen for the wheel of gimmicks and giveaways, we'll spin the wheel of gimmicks and giveaways, and then we'll throw another 71 bits at the wheel in honor of Nick Foligno to keep it rolling. Also, after last week, I was really tempted to just say, it's 500 now, forever, because I'm not dealing with that again. But I haven't done it yet. We're going to keep it at 400. And there's still some bits left over from last game.
We'll talk about it before the game starts, but we have some new and fun surprises we added to the wheel this week.
We do. We've
made
the wheel look a little prettier. There's a couple things that are on there. I think I can give you a little taste and just kind of put it on the screen for a second. You can't really see what's there, but all you need to know is the red lets us drink, the green lets us toke, the gold gives away some stuff, and there's other goodies all around there. There's lots of things to give away, and there's new games, and it's all...
Whose executive decision was to do white writing on a white panel?
Oh, no. That's the blank panel. The blank panel is there for a reason. That's the viewer's choice panel. If it lands on that, you, the viewer, whoever the viewer that we decide, is going to be allowed to pick anything off of that wheel. It could be a prize. You could force a punishment on us, whatever makes you feel good in the moment. So, there's lots on that wheel. It's blank for a reason, Snowberg.
Exactly. No, I'm happy that I just made the viewers all aware of what the blank slate on the wheel is.
Pretty all-star contribution. We got to keep going because, there is not a lot of time left before this game kicks off. Puck drop at 7 o'clock Eastern time between the Leafs and Canadiens. Caveman, this comes from you. You asked a question in the in our pre-production meeting, and you want to know the take on what is more likely to happen. Austin Matthews hitting 40 goals or Connor McDavid hitting 100 points. Caveman, I want to know why you felt the need to ask this question when you have said it already. The kid's getting 40, as in Austin Matthews.
Because I know he's going to get 40. I have a feeling McDavid gets 100. My question is, what's more impressive? Now, at this point, like, if you know what, well, like, we can scrap the question. If you guys want to answer,
what's more impressive?
If you think it's going to happen, what's more impressive, 100 points or 40 goals in this season?
Well, the poll is live in 3, 2, 1, and now 3 minutes. If you guys want to chalk your vote into the chat, what's more impressive, Cleary? God damn it! Cleary has gone ahead and filled up the gimmick and giveaways meter with bits. Cleary, we appreciate the hell out of you for it. You know what that means, friends? Before we answer this question, it's time to spin that wheel. Hit it!
I had the mistake of not having a drink with me this time.
Spin it!
I'm currently making that mistake.
I'm empty as well. This could be bad.
Red.
It's a suit swap. Dodged a bullet. I'll be right back.
James, let me know what you think. What is more impressive in your mind? 40 goals or 100 points this season?
I have to go with 40 goals, I think. I know that there's probably, well, not probably. There is a tinge of Leaf bias in there. I think the biggest thing too in leveling the playing field is that Matthews is only he missed what, 4 games? Yeah, he's missed 4 games already. McDavid's played every single one so far.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to discount the 100 points because it's basically McDavid and Draisaitl dragging a train car by their teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team
so,
is
like,
such a disaster.
I think I'm still gonna go with the 40 goals just because it is harder. It's harder to score 40 goals. I think it's more difficult just because they've got that dynamic duo there.
Yeah.
But it's so close.
I
can already feel Oilers Nation getting their pitchforks ready.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not even it's not even not impressive either way. They're both very insanely impressive. Scoring 40 goals in itself is incredible. Getting 100 points, where McDavid is actually, I think, putting up 30 goals this season, which is 10 less than Matthews. That is in itself insane. So it's hard to pick. I personally would say 40 goals, playing 40 or 56 or 52 games by the end of the season. That's more impressive. But imagine getting 100 points with Zach Kassian as a line mate. I don't think we have to imagine it.
Yeah, I think Cassian's been dropped down a little bit, but yeah. Oh my goodness. I saw a tweet yesterday that Connor McDavid has as many points in 49 games as Jamie Benn won the Art Ross with in a full season a few years ago.
Think about that for a second.
What?
First off, Jamie Benn won the Art Ross trophy.
Yeah, I
was gonna say, oh my god.
Yeah. That was only 6 years ago. Like, here's a weird question. And I Caveman, I think it was 2017. I don't know if you would know this off the top of your head, the 17-18 season. Snowberg, maybe you would know this off the top of your head.
17-18, yeah.
Was that the year that they shrank the goalie pads?
I think so. It was 16-17.
You mean like the chest protectors and pants?
And the goalie
no,
pads
no.
as well.
They reduced the pads by about an inch or two.
Pads were always 14 inches across, but I think they restricted how tall they can be based on the goalie's height. And then they also reduced equipment sizing for goalie pants and chest protectors, which bothered goalies because guys like Carey Price were complaining they were getting bruising and stuff from all the pucks coming through.
So
I want to say that would be 2016 because Garrett Sparks was still a Leaf.
Okay, so either way, I don't know. I was having a moment where I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on with all this uptick in scoring when you gave me that Jamie Benn stat. And I'm like, how does that even happen apart from Connor McDavid's that good? But like something else has got to be going on the way that the goals have been ticking upwards around the league. And I'm just curious if that was actually it, the golden solution that seemed to, because we stopped talking about it after it happened.
I think it's the kids. I think the generation of talent that's come through. The McKinnons, McDavids, Matthews. These guys coming through are just...
I got it right.
Skill.
17-18, Harry Bossack's called it out. You to goat, Harry.
I think one thing, too, with this generation is I'm going to give credit to YouTube here. Because so many people are being able to share all these creative new ways to get the puck in the net.
Yeah.
Just the creativity in general from this generation. Like, it's just absurd. What you've got?
What the hell?
You've got Hoglander doing. Yeah. How many times did he do the Michigan in one game in Sweden?
Enough, apparently.
I will agree that the social media aspect is broadening how or where you find your talent. You'll find kids all over Asia nowadays who are doing dry land training, and their stick handling is just sick.
So 2040 Olympics, China's going to be...
that's what they were...
Well, with how much they've invested, too, trying to get a team ready for this Beijing Winter
Olympics what it's all been about for Beijing Olympics. That's why they've been having the preseason, the NHL preseason in China for the last couple of years. Just try to grow the game out there.
Trying to steal our stat or our stats.
Would you be remotely surprised?
They had a KHL team. They had two KHL. Well, they had a KHL and a women's professional hockey league. I can't remember which.
It was the WCHL, I believe, but the CWHL. Excuse me. It would not surprise me at all to roll into like the Beijing Olympics, having heard nothing about the Chinese hockey team, because they have a hockey team, right? Like, they're the host country. They get a team.
They get one, yeah.
They don't want to be embarrassed, right? Like, can you just imagine that they've been training a team under wraps and under the public view and doing, like, being very Soviet Union about it, training them under a bunker, raising them from a young age to be nothing but hockey players, and then they just unleash this team on us at the Beijing Olympics? It could happen.
So you're hoping for Red Army too?
Listen, I 100% Danny, you're right. This is going to happen. And that team's going to be released onto the ice and get swallowed by Connor McDavid.
They're not, though. They're going to get swallowed by Austin Matthews and the Americans. I digress. By the way, in answer to the question that we were talking about, the poll finished. And why do my answers never show up anymore?
It was goals.
Also,
Well, of course
I just want to give my 2 cents on that question. To quote Brandon Dubinsky, none of you played in the NHL and know how hard it is to score goals in the NHL.
He's right. I have not played in the NHL. Although
that is a real Brandon Dubinsky quote, albeit bashing Sidney Crosby. But it is a real Brandon Dubinsky quote about scoring goals in the NHL.
All right. I like it. And I think we're all just going to agree that in a Leafs room, scoring 40 goals in a shortened season is insane, because scoring 40 goals in an 82-game season is insane. Guys, over-under on Matthews' goal total next season, 55.
That's the thing that scares me. He could get 60, and I would just be like, damn. That'd be normal. He's had 5 seasons in the NHL, and I believe if you prorate each of them, he's a 40 goal scorer each time. He's 4 goals away from getting 200 career goals. 4 goals away.
He's 23 years old.
23. He almost has 200 career goals. I think Patrick Kane recently just hit 500.
That's
maybe that was last season.
Accurate. All right. We're gonna move on because we really don't have a lot of time.
Sorry. In 1,000 games, Patrick Kane just scored his 400th.
400th.
Wow.
Austin Matthews is 4 goals away from 200.
Right. Is he on his 5th season or 4th right now? He's on his 5th, right?
This is 5th.
This is his 5th.
Yeah,
we have a hockey game in 12 minutes, and I want to take a look at some quick headlines around the league just to get some thoughts before we tee up Toronto and Montreal. Starting in the Scotia North, TM. Hey, everything is pretty much wrapped up. There's no real storylines to take a look at. The only question is, how far is Winnipeg going to fall? But, Paul.
Yep.
Do you want to do me a quick favor?
Sure.
And just bring up the NHL standings, if you wouldn't mind, and take a look at the Scotia North, TM. And
I saw Ottawa is a little bit ahead of, 2 points ahead of...
The Ottawa Senators are 2 points ahead of the Vancouver Canucks. Wow. And
Vancouver has 6 games in hand.
Vancouver has 6 games in hand, but do you know who Vancouver has 5 games against in the next little while?
Who?
Connor McDavid.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
5 straight games for the Edmonton Oilers against the Vancouver Canucks. I'm just saying, Paul, this one is really close. If this is your first time watching the FanCast and you don't know, during our first episode, Paul and I made a bet at the start of the season. I bet $50 that Ottawa doesn't finish last in the division. And we're almost there. I'm so excited. Are you nervous?
No nerves. 6 games in hand, 2 points back.
$40 to get out of the bet today. I'm giving you that out.
I'll give you $30 to get out of the bet today. How about that?
You'll give me $30 to get out of the bet today?
You give me $30 to get out of the bet.
What do you mean? I'm going to win the bet. Why would I try and get out of the bet?
You're nuts.
Okay.
You're nuts.
Case is tabled. Oilers just need a single point tonight to clinch. And I believe, is that just 1 point from them, or is a loss from Vancouver enough to tilt that as well?
No, they need 1 point in any fashion tonight.
Not that it really matters, because we know the Oilers are making the playoffs. Now, here's the fun one in Snowberg.
Oh, boy.
What's the attitude like in Calgary? Because the Flames' playoff chances are essentially in the Leafs' hands. The Leafs have 3 in a row against Montreal, and how these games end up will do a lot to the morale levels in Calgary, I imagine.
I mean, if you're asking me about what my mindset is about the Flames going to the playoffs this year, I gave up on that months ago.
Mm-hmm. Is this
literal
months ago that there's a chance, or are you just like do you even want it?
Do I care? Another first round exit? I mean, you can say the same thing about the Leafs. Like, they go to the playoffs as the first round exit, but their matchup this year is going to be either against the Habs or the Flames, and it's not going to be against the Bruins. There's no worry there.
Well, they might get Winnipeg. We still haven't seen what they're
Winnipeg.
capable of. Yeah,
The Flames got Winnipeg in the play-ins last year. I think the Leafs will be fine. When it comes to the Flames, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just we're in, then we're out, then we're in, then we're out. It looks like who's that other team? Philly. It's like the consistently inconsistent.
Philly is sorry, Cognac, if you're in the room still. It's bad news in Philadelphia.
Philly is absolutely consistent. Have you not seen it? Last year they were in the playoffs, so this year they're not. Next year they're going to be in the playoffs, and that means in 2023 they won't.
It's consistently inconsistent.
It's every other year. I think it's been for 11 years straight now. It's been missed
10, yeah.
Missed hit. It's insane.
So while we're talking about the Mass Mutual East and the Philadelphia Flyers, real quick, thank you. Of all the teams in the Mass Mutual East, because that one looks like it is pretty well been locked up as well, who disappointed you the most that they didn't make the playoffs? It looks like the 4 teams that we have in is just about guaranteed. Pittsburgh, Washington, and the Islanders have all clinched. Boston will clinch with any kind of points.
Yeah.
Tonight?
If the Rangers win and Bruins lose in regulation, so both of those happening in regulation, then they don't. Any other scenario, Bruins clinch tonight.
Gotcha. Okay. So the Rangers in Philadelphia, New Jersey, and the Buffalo Sabres left sitting on the outside. Any surprises out of that?
That's a dumb question. I think it was obvious. We all had Buffalo winning that division.
It's true.
And the answer has to be Philly. I think I had I don't know how many people had Philly not even just making the playoffs but winning that division, making it out to the Stanley Cup Finals, and Carter Hart being a Vezina candidate. Like this is. Are you okay? Are you
dying? It's allergy season. It's allergy season. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Philly is beyond disappointing this year, and it's disheartening to see that Carter Hart is all of a sudden being questioned whether or not he's ready. And that team's not ready, apparently. So
I just want to throw this out there. The Philadelphia Flyers have 10 more points than the New Jersey Devils. Both of those teams have a differential of minus 42.
It's embarrassing.
The New York Rangers at a plus 28 have actually had a great season.
Okay, that's just because every time they play, who is it? Every time they play Philly, Mika Zibanejad gets 8 points. Who is it?
That's right. They also get to shoot games against the Buffalo Sabres, who are, by the way, a minus 59 if anybody cares about these numbers. Most disappointed in Philadelphia. I think that's the right way to go, but we knew that somebody on that division was going to get bumped out to the outside. I don't know if any of us at the beginning had the Islanders finishing at third. Snow, who's disappointing you?
It's the Flyers. I thought the Flyers were definitely a top 2. I thought the Islanders could have been a miss team this year. Mm-hmm. Just because like they kind of are that bubble team, but with Trotzy behind the bench, you never know. They could be good. He's a very good coach.
We're going to go back.
Kind of the same.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would say it's a similar situation that the Islanders have that I would say Columbus has, where you're not putting a ton of money on the ice, but when it comes down to the coaching, they could really pull it together. Obviously, this year not being the greatest of years for Columbus, but in years past, you could definitely see it.
I'll stick with that. I'll defer to you on that. I think that's just about it. The only question I've got for the Honda West, because the only division with questions is the Central, the Discover Central, excuse me. The only thing we got for the Honda West, where St. Louis is fighting off Arizona for that last playoff spot, and it looks like it's probably going to go that way for the Blues. Vegas or Colorado, who takes the division?
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
Vegas all around?
Yeah.
Colorado.
I don't think it's
4 points back. Colorado is 4 points back. They have one game in hand. And I would love to see the schedule to know if they play each other again.
I'm just looking it up right now.
The shocking team in this division, I would say, is the Minnesota Wild. I did not think the Wild were going to be as high up in the division as they are.
Rookies galore on that team, just taking over.
They're tearing it up. Like, it's crazy. I thought they're selling off assets and they were going into a hard rebuild, but Bill Guerin has pulled it together there.
When the heck did Cam Talbot from Edmonton or from New York come back? The Rangers. Was it the Rangers?
Well, he was with the Rangers and the Oilers and the Flames.
Yeah.
No, the Flyers, then the Flames.
Yeah, there you go. He was the best on the Rangers, though. That went like his first season with the Rangers.
Hank he was back up to Hank.
Yeah,
And
that's when. Yeah, and then he sold him to Edmonton, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Edmonton gave Koskinen all that money.
All right, so Vegas is going to hang on to the Honda West TM, which means the only real burning playoff question in the Discover Central, which, to be fair, I have discovered nothing about this season because I have not been paying attention to this division. Carolina, Tampa, Florida are all locked up, and Nashville and Dallas duking it out for that final playoff spot. Nashville's holding on to it, 3 points up. Dallas has a game in hand. Nashville
and Tyler Seguin comes back tonight.
And Tyler Seguin makes his season debut tonight.
And 100, or maybe it's not tonight. Whenever it is.
It's tonight.
The answer is Nashville keeps it because you can't start a player at the end of a season and expect him to be your superstar.
If Tyler Seguin lights up the league in the next week, I'm going to watch you eat your words on Monday.
I'll also let you know that I believe Dallas has a back-to-back against Carolina and Tampa and Florida. They got to play Tampa and they got to play Florida.
Well, Tampa and
so
Florida.
Two of those games are already losses.
That first round matchup between Tampa and Florida is going to be insane, and I'm very excited to watch that. We'll find
Florida
out.
might actually have some people watching their hockey games for a change.
I would not write off the Dallas Stars yet. They're both tough teams. They're tight checking teams, but Dallas, I trust Dallas's offense more than Nashville's. What do they have against each other, James?
Dude, Nashville's offense has more goals than Dallas.
Yeah, but it's crunch time, and
Dallas and Nashville don't play each other the rest of the way.
So that's
Sorry.
it.
Oh, and Dallas has Jamie Benn, former Art Ross Trophy winner.
Right.
So clear. You're
How are
right.
you
If
writing
he
them
shows
off?
up, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. You can't
Okay.
write them off.
There's only one thing left to do before we officially segue into the watch party of tonight's show. Paulie, what time is it? That's right.
It's the FanCast Forecast.
FanCast Forecast. That's where me and Paul the Caveman Cavaretta cast out our guesses
Just
for the week to follow. You okay, Paulie?
yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
All right. We've got 3 games to call. We have tonight against the Habs. We have Thursday against the Habs. And we have Saturday night, the Leafs' last hockey night in Canada of the season. Do you know who we're playing, Caveman?
Columbus.
Oh, so close. 3 games in a row against the Habs. This is going to be a mini playoff series. It's weird because playoff mode, load management mode maybe for the Leafs, but this is your first round matchup. This is your opponent. You're going to give them any reason, any at all, to think they've got some kind of edge on you. I'm going to give my call tonight because I think it's likely that the Leafs are going 2-1, in this series. I don't expect the sweep. If there is one game I think they're going to drop, I'm going to say it's going to be tonight. I'm calling the L tonight. I'm calling the L tonight as a little bit of a reality check for the Leafs. Also, Montreal is like playing for their playoff lives, and they're trying to extinguish any kind of energy that the Flames have of their own accord. So if there's a game that they can pull out the dub, I think it's tonight, but I think the Leafs come back, return to form, and then Saturday night, hockey night in Canada, it's going to be buds all day. That's how I see this series playing out over the next 3 days. And I will remind you, Caveman, in terms of the total overall season record for the FanCast Forecast, I am up by 1 game.
Sorry, I just heard my mother making monkey noises. She's playing Pokemon Snap
I heard
right
that
now.
too. That was...
Yeah, that's my mother playing Pokemon Snap, and I think she's trying to take a picture of a Mankey or something. I just heard like something like that. It was crazy. She gets really excited about Pokemon Snap, apparently.
God bless Loretta. God bless her.
Yeah, God bless her. So here's what I'm gonna say. This is going one of 2 ways. Either the Toronto Maple Leafs stomp the final embers or nail the final nails into Montreal's coffin. God, this is getting away
They're
from
going to
me.
nail the nails.
Hammering those nails. I'm a construction worker. You think I would have said hammer, eh? Jesus.
You're a plumber. How often do you have to use a hammer?
Actually, more often than you think.
It's fair because I was thinking never, but yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it's either going to be the nail in the coffin to send Montreal packing and make Snowberg's day with a 3 clean sweep, or it's going to go 2-1 in Montreal's favor. I'm going to go with the 3-0 clean sweep for the Toronto Maple Leafs because I don't want to see Montreal in the playoffs.
Or is it because if you're right and I'm wrong, that will tie us going into the final fan cast of the season, which
I'm
such
not,
a storybook.
I'm not obligated to answer that question.
Oh, okay. Very good. JR, give me your picks for this series against Montreal just for funsies.
Break out the brooms, ladies and gentlemen. We're going sweeping.
Okay. Snowberg?
I'm gonna go with you. The 2-1 sounds like it's more plausible.
I like
the
it.
Habs are going to be feisty. They're going to be playing for their playoff lives. They know the Flames are right hot on their ass. So, and the pun was intended there.
I see that, and then just raise the fact that the Leafs are a better hockey team.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like that.
But the one thing that you are forgetting, and it's the one thing that every Leaf fan forgets, they're the Leafs.
Opportunity to maybe plant the seed of doubt, or at least.
That hurts.
That is a strike for Snowberg.
Yeah, it should be.
That was
Hey,
a strike. That was
guys,
worth it.
we actually made it through the entire FanCast, part of the FanCast, without the three of us taking a strike.
I'm proud of us.
I'm very proud of us.
I did enunciate that you, by the way, in my strike. So
Wait, what?
I said, "Fucking."
I think Snowberg just walked himself into a strike. We're gonna. That's one for Snowberg. That's okay. It's 7:02, which means we're into watch party mode, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Discord already has the link if anybody wants it.
Look at that, Paul the Caveman Cavaretta.
That's what I do.
Proud of
Are
you.
we all watching on that link,
lighthearted.
so we're all kind of together, or are we all watching our individual streams?
I'm gonna watch that one. I'm using that site that Caveman gave me. It's been the best one that I've got so far.
Yeah, I'm just watching the away feed so I get to watch Anthony Stewart make a fool of himself.
Oh, it's the away feed that's got sports. Oh yeah, I'm watching. But who's actually gonna call that? Is that game gonna be called in?
In French? No.
I know that was a dumb question. As soon as it was leaving my mouth, I was like, "That was nicely done, Mags." All right, look, Room feels a little low energy tonight. Okay, so tell you what, let's go ahead and take a nice 3-minute breather. I am going to cue up the timer. We'll throw up some nice hype rock music. See, this one?
Sure.
No, this one. That'll do it. Okay. All right, this is getting me fired up. Timer's up. 3 minutes. We will reconvene then. See you all soon. Leafs FanCast. BRB. response to all the crazy rock and roll music that we were playing. And I'm saying that for the benefit of Paulie Caveman Cavaretta and James Ready. I almost timed that really well. Now the world can hear you all. All right.
Go.
Let's get up and watch some hockey, shall we? I am super stoked. And hey, Cleary's throwing 100 bits at us because he wants to get that wheel going. Hey, dude, better idea for you. We're about to watch the hockey game, so how about this? How about we, right off the top? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. Spin that wheel! Let's go spin that wheel. Spin, spin, spin that wheel. Spin, 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 spin that wheel. Would you look at that? That is the viewer's choice for the very first spin of the game. With the viewer's choice, the winner will be decided by a good old submission of FanCastic into the chat. Go ahead and throw FanCastic in there. We're going to give you 60 seconds, then we're going to stop. And whoever it lands on, right now, Cleary is the only entrant. No, Paul's in here too? Wait a minute. Caveman. Are you allowed to do that?
I will win.
I'm just curious. If you actually get this dub, what are you giving me?
I can't say. Not yet.
Let's see. Oh, Heather's in here too. Snowbird.
Also, Liljegren's playing tonight?
Liljegren is in for Muzzin tonight. We'll go over James. You starting
playing with Muzzin. He's in for Hall.
Thank you, appreciate that. Podcast dropped, by the way, and well, Heather and Paul and Cleary are the only ones that have thrown their names in the hat. I feel like we should just give it to Cleary.
What?
Fine.
Oh no.
We'll do it officially.
No.
I'm hitting the button, and I promise I'm not lying. Cleary, you've gone ahead and won anyway. So congratulations on being chosen as the winner of the viewer's choice.
It's a bottoms up.
I'm just gonna start chugging. Yeah.
It's a bottoms up. Can I elect to take a shot instead?
No, he didn't pick shots. He did not pick shots for all.
Well, I've only got one White Claw, and this is supposed to get me through the whole game.
Okay, that's a you problem.
Okay.
Hey, clear. Hey, that's not how this works, eh? You get to pick one thing. These are all individual things.
No. That's it. We have a shot.
So he's picking shots for all.
He's picking shots for all. Shots for all is on the wheel.
Shots for all.
Okay, but I'm not doing.
No. You do your Pink Whitney. Whitney. There's a Pink Whitney slot on the wheel. Okay, like it's all yours, bud. Hold on.
Okay, fine.
All right. I like that we're getting it started with shots. Cleary, you're a good boy. Shots because the Leafs are going to shoot all over Montreal tonight. It's going to be amazing. And he reminds you, it's viewer's choice. Hey, salute, boys.
Oh,
salute.
God, there we go.
Buds all day. Sure. Plank friendos.
I hate drinking on Mondays.
Yeah, this is getting to be bad when I'm not even flinching after doing vodka shots.
Oh, that went right to the back of the throat. Something. Woo! I was thinking about this, and I haven't done it yet. Leafs, by the way, having around the Montreal zone right now, they're coming out, sparks flying. So I was going to say something, and I just totally lost it. God damn it. That's how this night's going to go.
I got something wholesome. I'll make you smile. Do you
Interesting.
remember the kid in Calgary who was really upset when Riddick got traded?
Yeah.
We can now confirm that the kid has received a Dave Riddick Leafs jersey in a very heartwarming video on Twitter.
Wasn't it like his brother? Or no, his brother had the thing with Harvey the Hound, right?
His brother has autism, and he's a big Harvey the Hound fan, so that's why they got Carlton to reach out to him.
Oh, that was different. That's different than
that's different. That's different.
Oh,
that's different. This is okay.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, James.
No, I was gonna say it's the video of the dad who videotaped his son when he was like Riddick got traded, and the kid
was crying.
the kid could not understand why.
Oh, nice save. Okay, easy there, guys. All's good. All's good. Sorry, it's big things happening on screen.
How am I using the same stream as you, and I am behind you?
Are you watching the away feed?
I am.
Oh, then I've got no. The internet in Aurora is clearly lacking. That's all I can tell you, man. I don't know what to say. You know, I do like that we get together. You know, little family watch party. If you're just hanging out watching the game with us, we're happy to have. Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Everything's fine. All is good. All is good. I'm waiting for James.
No. I saw it. Literally, you cheered as Riley shot it.
Well,
like I'm only a couple.
Okay.
I'm like 5 seconds behind you.
Okay. Well, if you don't know how this game works,
I'm way
What a
behind you guys.
oh my goodness gracious!
Also, James, did you get that message I sent you?
I did. Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know that.
If you didn't know how this goes, when the Leafs score a goal, do you know what we do?
That.
Spin the wheel! Good God, with the wheel spins. Hit it! Spin that wheel. It's the name game. This is the first time we've got it. Okay, the name game's gonna go like this. And I think since the game started, this is how we're gonna start it off. None of us are allowed to refer to any of the players on the Toronto Maple Leafs by their names. And if we do...
I was about to ask, this is Leaf specific, correct?
So what does that mean, though? So, like, for Matthews, can I say Mats?
No.
You say 34.
You can use his number, or, like, I would say Cactus is fine. Or, like...
Poppy?
Poppy.
No.
We don't like
No. We said no nicknames. So Mats, Poppy,
Okay.
that's off the board.
Can we just come up with names?
Cactus, you have to basically refer to them without actually referring to them.
What about Mustache Boy?
Sure. Mustache.
Yeah, that's legal.
Okay.
That's
if
legal.
you get caught, it's a strike, and at 3 strikes you take a shot, and the usual rules for strikes apply as well. Okay.
Yep.
I see.
Game is on, and we're all counting each other accountable. If you're playing along at home, keep us accountable. We're not allowed to use any player names from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Do we say current or former?
I guess so.
And if it comes up again, then we change the rule, and we're not allowed to use any of our own names.
Hey, Danny, who's your number 1 favorite number 34 in the Toronto Maple Leafs?
Probably number 34.
Which 34 is that?
The one who's on the ice right now.
This is hard to hear already.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot worse. It's great.
For the record, we reset at the end of the period, correct?
Oh,
do we?
okay.
Do we reset at the end of the period?
I think we, because I think for the audience's sake, we reset
fine.
at the end of every
We'll
period.
reset at the end of the period, but it's still 14 minutes to go here, and the Toronto Maple Leafs.
But that goes for our own name game as well. We reset at the end of each period.
All right, if that's the official ruling, that's the official ruling.
I think for our FanCastic audience's sake.
So can we play some Leafs math here? Does that work?
We can. James doesn't know about Leafs math.
Leafs math.
I don't.
Leafs math
What
is
is
we
Leafs math?
we had a friend of ours who didn't know anything except that she was in love with our first round draft pick, or our first overall draft pick, and so we had a game to teach her the names of all the players where we would use numbers, and then she'd have to find the number. And she was really bad at math. She was okay with it, math, and then she had to like say who it was.
Yeah.
So we would say something like, I don't know, 38 minus 26.
Well, no, that doesn't work. You'd use their names.
Oh yeah, sorry. We used to. No.
Yeah, we would. We would go like load bearing wall and contract dump to the Senators for this plus this equals who?
This.
James, if I say load bearing wall, do you know which former Leaf I'm talking about? I'll give you a hint.
not
I'll give you a hint. He plays for Philadelphia now.
Why am I blanking here?
His brother's name is Trevor.
Oh.
There you go.
Do you know who we're talking about?
I knew who you were talking about. I was trying to like push it 2 to 2 together. What does that mean?
Okay,
how is that addictive? Okay, wait, this is just current Leafs. We can't say their names, right? Or is it current?
No,
former?
no, it's past and former. It's current and former.
Okay, all right. I'm glad I asked that because I almost.
Yeah,
that doesn't have to be.
Yeah, 25 or 21 is how we refer to him.
Exactly.
He's a load-bearing wall because he wasn't like a piece of the core, but it would be a major overhaul if you got rid of him, and it was to a point.
Not really. I mean, it was kind of seamless when he left. Like there was just no transition period for the guy who built
that's because we were already
spot.
lifting up the house to replace the wall. That's how that works, right? Again, I don't really. It's not my. It's literally one segment from the old FanCast where I describe the guy known as letter as a load-bearing wall. You okay there?
What?
What? Letter. It's his name.
You know, I'm trying to do the alphabet and see what letters come after his letters.
Oh, God.
I can't think of them.
KWS?
Yeah, KWS.
This is great. I'm a big fan of this. This is fantastic.
Awful.
But
theoretically, should I not be able to just call him Trevor Van Riemsdyk's brother?
That's fair too. That's fair too.
That's fair.
That's 100% true. Yeah, he is Trevor Van Riemsdyk's brother. TVR's brother.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, no, good. You're figuring out the game. We're going to try and come up with a bunch more of these. We have an idea. Okay, so Saturday's a big deal around here. Saturday is the last hockey night in Canada, so we're going to do a big watch party this coming Saturday. It's the last hockey night in Canada for the Leafs until the playoffs. And we're going to unveil a segment at first intermission on Saturday. Okay, you ready for this? You ready for this, chat? We're calling it the Better Quiz.
Oh, yeah. That's fun.
It's the Better Quiz, brought to you by Chief Statistician James Redelmeyer.
Just so you know, we would literally not be able to play the quiz if we got name game.
Yeah, we would have.
The Better Quiz.
Yeah.
Like, if we don't reset at the period, because what if one of the answers
you just have
right.
to... No, you can answer it without answering it and using their names.
No, I'm...
Am I the only one who's really enjoying this game? I think Cleary's enjoying it. Ooh.
Cleary is definitely enjoying watching us.
I'm enjoying it,
ourselves.
but I think a period at a time is a good amount.
Okay.
So we have to come up with our own... Yeah, that was insane.
That was a nice shot. Who was that? Lilligren. Okay, strike for Mags. Mags is at 1. At 3 strikes, it's a shot.
I call him Pig Nose.
Spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out why Trevor Van Riemsdyk's last name was synonymous with a wall. I thought like maybe it was like something to do with carpentry or something.
Oh no, it was.
I was like looking up what Riemsdyk like meant.
Listen, the argument was a couple years ago that when we first did it, what'd you say?
I'm just thinking about something.
Okay. We argued that a couple years ago when we had our first season with the youngins, the younglings.
Yep.
I argued that we should trade KWS because he was not a cornerstone guy, and Danny said he was a load-bearing wall, and you can't just replace load-bearing walls, which I was 100% right because we ended up losing him for nothing, and Danny was wrong, but he won't admit it. I also said we should get rid of what was that other guy's name?
And by KWS, you're obviously talking about Trevor Van Riemsdyk's
yeah, Trevor's brother. And then there was also the guy who used to be like you know Colton Caulfield, like our version of him, the one who got drafted in the second round. Do you know who I'm talking about when I refer to that?
Big
the one from California?
No,
the small one.
He played
that I don't like.
Played for the Kitchener Rangers. No,
yeah.
No, wait, what?
Isn't he?
Are you?
He
Oh, you're
looked
talking.
last time?
Yeah,
No, never mind. Never mind. Sorry, I thought you were talking about somebody else. Okay, never mind.
89 is the answer. Yeah, 89. I think there was a guy a couple years ago like him who we had in our system.
Yeah, that's the
who
guy I was
supposed
talking
to be yeah.
Played for the Kitchener Rangers.
Joe Flacco rhymes with Joe Flacco. We should have got rid of him, and Danny kept saying that he's exactly like
Are you talking
half
about
Filipino.
former general manager of the Colorado Avalanche, Joe Sacco?
And this is why we're doing this for a single period at a time, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
you can't deal with this for any longer. I'm enjoying this, man, and I'm the only one who's got a strike.
So bad.
This is the kind of gimmick that we need more of on the show. We need to put in new games in those black triangles, and we'll just come up with like new stuff like this. Can you imagine during a playoff game? It would be intense. We'd be like screaming at the TV.
Not being able to say a name.
I think this is fantastic, and I cannot
Screw it.
wait.
Give me as many strikes as you want. Let's go.
We can't even. See.
Cole Caulfield is going to the box. Hey, Caveman, what are your thoughts on Cole Caulfield?
He's garbage. He's terrible. I don't see the upside in him. I'm sorry. He was picked after Jack Hughes and Capo Capo, and they're turning out to be garbage too. Like that whole draft class is a bust. He's not even on the power play. Like the American Russian to the box. I like it. I like that, Cleary.
Isn't the American Russian
Yeah.
Like
Gallagher?
Like former Galley on the Montreal Canadiens?
That's a nickname.
There's two Galleys. They had to trade one of them. I don't know.
Former Montreal Canadian, former Ottawa Senator, former Carolina Hurricane, former Arizona Coyote, former Pittsburgh Penguin.
Who's a bigger
former Minnesota Wild?
Who's a bigger Carolina Hurricanes legend? That guy or the other guy that wore number 12 for the Leafs right before him?
The one who currently holds the record for most NHL games played?
That's the guy.
Is that like saying who's the greatest
legend?
Or I like the guy who's number 5 in points all time that played for the Leafs for a hot second, who got called a second line center by an NHL GM recently.
Who? Wait.
He currently the Kraken general manager.
Who did Ron Francis just call out?
No.
That's a strike.
That's a strike.
God damn it.
Snows
John
it too.
Ferguson Jr., you're such an asshole signing all these people in their like late 40s.
Snows it too.
All right. Snows it too.
You can't say any like legend in the NHL because they probably got signed by John Ferguson Jr. at one point because he sucks.
Hello, Paul, 4446. Whoa. There's two Pauls. There's a Paul there and there's a Paul there.
Now that I said his name, can I just say his name again?
No. I like that though. Fawn Rancis. That's coming from
Mostyn Matthews.
But yeah, the current
Matthews.
It's awful.
That's terrible.
The current Kraken GM, who is 5th all time in NHL points, got called nothing more than a second line center in an interview.
Who called him that?
It was one of the trade deadline articles that LeBron did, where he basically put in Athletic subscriber trade scenarios to NHL executives. Ooh. And so somebody,
an anonymous NHL executive said that.
Yeah.
How funny would it be if it was him?
Yo, hold up.
How funny would it be if he filled it out for himself and sent it back?
Hold up, fellas, because Paul 4446 has joined us, and I want to make sure he knows what's going on. So this is the Leafs FanCast. You're probably watching on Twitch. You could be watching on the Dean Blundell Media Podcast Network Extraordinaire, whatever it likes to call itself these days. We're happy to have you regardless. This is the Leafs FanCast. Right now, we're playing a game where we're not allowed to say the names or nicknames of any Leafs, past or present. 3 strikes, and you have to take a shot. If you take a look at that bar down below, that's the Wheel of Gimmicks and Giveaways meter. When it gets to 400 bits, we'll spin the wheel, potentially give something away, or introduce a new gimmick. And we'll also spin that at every Leafs goal. Paul,
That's
Paul,
negativity.
we don't take that here. Okay, Leafs
We
suck.
don't like
No,
negativity.
first of all, they don't. They're leading the division. You know they're leading the division. You're just trying to get a rise out of me, and I'm really pissed off it's working. There's a safe space for Leaf fans.
It's a safe space.
So you leave that negative juju out there, and you bring your good juju in here. That's all I'm saying. You do that for me?
I gotta say, looking at the performance tonight, Trevor Moore's replacement, it seems to be playing well in net tonight.
Trevor Moore's
And yes, I 100% said that to trigger Kaylee.
Trevor, wait, hold on. You're telling me that number 36 is Trevor Moore's replacement? Also,
Well,
James.
Trevor Moore's
James. That's at least one strike for you.
That's,
I don't know if it's two.
That's two.
And I think that's one for me.
Don't you get at least 3? I mean, I said if I said his name a bunch of times, you said, yeah, it counts as a strike.
And I said it twice.
I heard 3, but I can't say that with any certainty that I'm willing to believe you on 2.
I said it twice.
Wait a minute. What did I just miss? Because Cleary is in all capital letters.
Oh, I think he was trying to give another nickname for 36, but I think that counts.
Oh, no.
Like
McJesus. No.
Because it needs to be McJesus.
That's a different player.
But that's the funny part. It's a different spelling.
Thank you for your bits. That's a different.
The thing is that is an official nickname, so I would say that's not allowed to be said. But I don't know if that's the forward or the goaltender he's trying to refer to.
That's the forward, but he was referring to the goal. You know what? Cleary's not even on the show. We're gonna let it slide. And if he used it out loud, I would have called him on it for a strike. The point is, I've got 2. James has 2. Snowberg has 2, and somehow Paul the Caveman Cavaretta, not to be confused with Paul 4446, who's just sitting in the chat antagonizing us, has 0 strikes.
None. No strikes.
Wouldn't that be crazy if he was him? Paul was just hanging out in the chat under
I
a name
literally
also named Paul.
Would never know.
Boom.
Hiding-
Knock it off.
Hiding in broad daylight.
Oh, so, okay, hold on, because I think Harry disappeared for a bit. So, we're playing a new game called the Name Game, courtesy of the Wheel of Gimmicks and Giveaways. The Name Game means we're not allowed to say the name or nickname of any current or past member of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The game goes until the end of the period. And then at 3 strikes, and you can still get strikes the regular way of cursing or incorrectly spouting facts. At 3 strikes, it's no longer spin the wheel. At 3 strikes, it's take a shot. So
I think Paul 4446 is actually a Montreal fan.
It would make sense, I think.
Yeah, because we are currently beating them, and he seems a little salty.
Well, hello. Do we get a
sub? That's a wheel spin.
Do we get a sub?
That is
or is that a follow?
Spin. It's a sub.
It's a sub? Who subbed? Claudia!
Claudia!
Yo, Claudia! I guess we spin for subs now, don't we?
I
We
think
do.
we do.
So you know what that means? Can we wait until the buds do whatever they're doing right now? Because they're buzzing a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cognac,
Albert,
what
Swedish
are
Prince,
you doing?
doing some work.
Cognac is going off. Claudia, I'm so happy you're here. Claudia, we were talking about Dallas, if you're still in the room. Because if you don't remember, Claudia, and I don't know if you know this, Caveman, is a Dallas Stars fan. She's coming to us, I believe, in North Dallas, not quite Plano County. But the Stars, we were talking about if they're going to make it or not. Tyler Seguin making his NHL debut tonight. So there is a chance that the Stars make their way to the playoffs if... did I say NHL debut? I think I meant season debut.
Yeah, you did, and it's okay.
That's the kind of thing that if I don't correct myself in time, Caveman, you get to call me out on.
Yeah,
for a
but
strike. Like, I'm just letting you know. Be like Harry's, on there. Welcome, Claudia. We're happy to have you. We'll make sure that you get to be privy to that wheel spin. We are spinning the wheel of gimmicks and giveaways every time the Leafs score, or when we get to 400 bits, we'll reset 71 bits every time to start in honor of Nick Foligno. And while this clock is running down, Leafs leading 1-0. Tell you what, let's spin the wheel because Claudia's on break and doesn't have a lot of time.
Is that a strike, Danny?
What did I say?
You said number 71's name.
I heard it.
Shoot. All right, so that's 3 strikes for me, and that's a gift sub.
Oh,
Claudia.
that is another
We spin for
spin.
gift subs. Okay.
courtesy of Claudia.
All right. We're spinning twice for Claudia. And Oh, I have to drink because that's 3 strikes. I go back to 1. Okay, no, that's 2 spins and 1 shot. God darn it. Because of that stupid name game.
Yeah, chat. We've adjusted it so now that if we get 3 strikes, we have to take a shot. Not a wheel spin. It's a shot now.
All right. Whoa, that was a lot. I don't like that at all. We're fine. Let's do it.
This is a bad. Oh.
Yeah,
No.
I know. I'm not
That was
feeling
a bad
good
time to
about
finish.
this.
That was a bad time to finish my drink.
All right, here's number 1.
Might get off lucky tonight. I'm hoping. Come on.
I don't drink. I had a couple sips.
Oh, come on! So one of these is going to be a goddamn prairie fire.
Yikes.
Thanks, Claudia. Love you.
And
the
a viewer's
other is going to be
choice.
a viewer's choice. Okay. Viewer's choice gets to pick something off of the wheel. So, a couple things have to happen first. First of all, exclamation point FanCastic in the chat right now. And that's going to decide who the winner is, who gets to decide what they get to pick off the winner's choice.
Are they allowed to pick socks and subs, Danny? Or is that...
Oh, yeah. They can pick socks and subs. A prairie fire. While you guys are entering in that, Claudia, you still get to answer. Perfect. Now we've got you. A prairie fire is a shot of tequila. God damn, I hate you so much. But it's not just a shot of tequila. It's a shot of tequila with a bunch of Tabasco in it. Unfortunately, I don't have any Tabasco. What I do have is ghost pepper hot sauce. So, oh, gross. We'll put some of that in there. I can't believe I have to do another shot of God darn it. And the winner who gets to pick something off the wheel? DJ Cognac.
Oh, God.
So DJ Cognac, here's what's on the wheel for you. If you want to make any one of us drink with one of the punishments on the wheel, you can certainly do that. We can offer out a gift sub. You want a pair of socks? We can send you a pair of socks. I can give you a copy of Void Bastards, an excellent looter shooter-ish, for the a console of your choice. We can also swap suits, jerseys, whatever. God dang it, Paul! Not you, Paul. That Paul. He's just going off about the quality of the Bruins. Yo, Cognac wants some socks. JR?
I'll get right on it. I'll send it to Tavi.
You've
And we
already,
will make
you've
sure
already
Cognac...
got...
Yeah.
You've already got John
Only-
Tavares socks. That's a
Well,
strike.
we'll get me some, or we'll get him some flyer socks in there.
Well, no, I mean, you know, I tell Tommy send whatever socks you want, and maybe he'll get the flyers, but you know, they're like trading cards. You know, you get what you get, and hopefully you can start moving around. No, I'm not gonna block you, Paul. I'm happy you're here. I am. I appreciate somebody chirping the convo. It's just frustrating, and I did get a strike because I mentioned the name of number 91. The socks. Hey. Oh, if you want the game instead, it's a game called Void Bastards. It's a FanCastic game. Void Bastards. Go ahead and Google it. It's a shooter. I get you a copy of that for whatever you want.
Thank you.
I gotta drink this goddamn prairie fire. So not okay with this. And you remember when I told Kyle King that I'm not gonna punish myself on camera because I got dignity?
Yeah, that lasted a whole 5 minutes.
James, you are.
And to that, I also raised what dignity?
So what I was about to say, Paul's eyes like, you guys suck. I'm done. Thank you for being here anyway. Swedish berries to the box. Swedish berries.
I love that name.
That
Is
is
it
solid.
because of the 88? I like that name a lot. Let's see. Did he? I want to see the play. Okay, so there's a cross-check that goes uncalled right before that, but we're just going to let that be a thing. I'm going to drink this prairie fire. Oh, my God damn, Claudia. I don't think we can do this for every sub. I think it's got to be every 3 subs.
Can't change the rules yet.
Well, no, not yet. We can do that. Paul! Who is this guy who's just getting hella aggressive with us? What's that about?
He's someone who wants attention really badly. Poor guy. He's got nothing going on in his life.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm a bit mean today.
No, that's not mean. I think that's honest. The guy is being very.
No, it is. I'm completely honest. Like, but it does suck. You know.
Yeah. Oh well. You know what? I was being
anything. Paul, you could be
Keegan shows
anything
up.
you want.
Oh.
Not another.
All right. You know what?
Dude,
you know
Paul
what?
could be anything he wants, and he chose to be a Bruins fan. That's rough.
You know what, man? I'm doing it though. I just.
You got to spin the wheel.
Well, no, I'm doing it. I'm banning Paul 4466.
Aw, I enjoyed him.
Did you though?
Yeah.
Did you
It's
really?
nice banter.
Nice
Why
banter.
not?
Are you telling him to go F ourselves?
Yeah, Wizzy, who cares?
Honestly,
So loser.
He looks like he
He's
created his
a
account 15
loser. Who
minutes ago
gives a
specifically
crap?
for this.
wait. You said he created his account 15 minutes ago?
Yeah,
It's
15
caveman.
minutes
It's
ago.
fully caveman. It's 100%
Could you
caveman.
imagine? Could you imagine?
It is you.
Oh,
It's fully you.
I
wish
can't
we-
imagine. That was my original theory. Why not hide in broad daylight?
It makes total sense.
I just got an email. I've been banned from the BingBot TV chat. What is this?
Wait, what? Come on! Come on! Really?
That'd have been funny. All right, so
All right, here's the shot.
we have to spin the wheel again, by the way.
Yeah, there is a third spin.
Oh my god.
We get another spin.
Okay. That was a lot.
I cannot wait for the day where one of those shots hits the back of your throat just the wrong way on camera.
Oh man, I'm not happy about that. Guys, that's a lot of tequila for one period of hockey.
Do you guys think there's like a coach in recent history that like made all the difference? Because like on a Stanley Cup winning team, because I've been hearing like Sheldon Keefe has been mixing things up a lot. Also, coaches don't count, right? He's not a player.
Yeah, that's fair. Except
He's not a player.
Oh, you might be super lucky. I don't think he ever played for the Buds. I think he just only played for Tampa.
I thought he played for Tampa. I never remember him playing for thing. Anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter.
On.
Coaches-
I would say Barry Trotz, like in
You're so lucky.
Washington.
You think he makes the difference, right? Like because the
I
people are saying
think so. Like, I mean, they couldn't never get over that hump, right? And then he
Yeah, no,
finally gets him
for
over that hump. He wants to get paid. He doesn't get paid. He goes to New York, gets paid.
right?
I would say Barry.
Barry, yeah,
Okay.
because he's always been like a great coach. Like no matter where he goes, Washington.
Wait,
Islanders.
Claudia said hold on. I'm not sure what she said hold on to, and I'm going to spin the wheel because Keegan topped us off on bits.
I
So,
have a feeling she was referencing the Paul thing, but
It's possible, but let's see. We always spin on the wheel, and it's a breath of fresh air.
That's nice.
So nobody wants me to be coherent by the end of this broadcast, is what I'm getting.
Absolutely not.
Keegan, get your clipping skills ready. You're gonna need them.
Don't you?
I can
Oh
I can
my-
take care of that breath of fresh air for you if you want.
You don't count because you're not on camera.
Hit
is
a
the
rip
problem.
right now.
Like I was thinking about that, and I'm like, I know that the breath of fresh air is typically a Snowberg thing, but I nobody can see it, so I don't.
Nobody sees you. They see you get out of your chair. We mock you for 10
No,
minutes.
no,
I
but
mean,
then
we
I
see
come
you
back
get out
on-
of your chair for 10 minutes.
But then I come back 10 minutes, 10 seconds. But then I come back on camera, and it's like, oh, Danny's gone out for a breath of fresh air. You might just stop talking for a while, but nobody will have any visual ramification. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's more of an audio. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, what I would say is, I implore you to do one with me so that I don't do this alone.
I'm already way ahead of you. Like, bowls packed, tops on, ready to go here.
Oh well, in that case, I'm gonna be right back.
Paul, to your comment, I would say the complete opposite would be the 01-02 Red Wings. A team that didn't even need a coach behind the bench.
Absolutely. James, do you have anybody in mind, like a coach that really makes the difference when it comes to like a Stanley Cup? Like I know, Gerard
don't build
Gallant.
him like
I
Stodley.
would give Trotz with the Caps.
Mm.
I think just what he did for that organization, coming from the long list of coaches they had before him, I think he was able to get a good balance of allowing Ovi to do what he wanted, but also to have everybody else still buy into a style that worked, and it's worked with the Islanders too, right? Like he.
What would you say
I think he was one for sure.
Sutter for the Kings is another one. I mean, 3 Stanley Cups. The guy's insane. Let's ask Danny. Danny.
Quenneville as well.
Makes a difference.
Sorry, Danny. What were you saying?
A coach that makes a difference.
Yeah, and we have Trotz, Sutter.
Oh no! Oh shoot!
Trotz, Sutter,
Quenneville. Shot time for me, fellas.
Don't say anything yet, James.
Why? Who did he
By the
mention?
way,
Hold on. Who did he mention?
who do you think, Danny?
Former Chicago coach that now coaches Florida.
Oh, is he a former Bud? Nice. I wouldn't put him either.
That was the whole point of this question. By the way, I wanted someone to say his name because you were all.
Yo, JR, did you just go right from the bottle? Like that?
Yeah, my glass is upstairs.
I would have never guessed Joe Quenneville was drafted by the Leafs.
That's 3. That's 3 for
That's
Snow.
a third. That's a third.
That's a shot for Snowberg. Bye, Claudia. Thank you for sticking around.
It's
Claudia,
actually
you
the
rule.
first,
Thank you
'cause
for
like I
always
said his
coming to
name
visit us.
twice.
We always appreciate you.
Oh, all right. Well,
Also,
you're saying.
just so you guys know, I had a list of Leafs players that I was looking at.
Nobody can see that. It's literally just a break.
It's fine. It's fine. I saw his name, and I was trying to think of questions that.
Also, of course, I said it with under a minute to go.
Yeah, well done.
That's
in
why
the period.
I hope everybody's guard was down. I'm so good at this game, guys.
Caveman.
I mean, I wouldn't have said it if James didn't say it because I wasn't even thinking it.
Caveman, this is gonna make Saturday's reveal all that more difficult. Nobody knows, by the way, about the thing that you and I talked about the other day. Hey, Lana!
What's going on, Lana?
Okay, hold on. Lana's here. One sec, because the bit goal needs to be reset. So wait a minute. We've started with 71 for he who I can't name anymore. Plus Lana just threw 5 at it, so that's 76. Beautiful.
Period's over, Danny. You can.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, the game's done. Nick Foligno is the reason we're starting with 71 bits. Great. Snow, you have to do a shot.
I mean, I took a swig. That's all I'm really going to do.
Yeah, that's good enough as long as you took a swig. Perfect. And Caveman, your question was, what? Oh, you'll make it even. Thank you. Your question was, is there a coach that's a difference maker? The first guy to come to mind, and I'm kind of rethinking it.
Oh my
God. That was a lot. What happened there? Was that Lana's doing?
Are you watching the commercial about this Cadillac? It's pretty intense.
No, I'm not watching the commercial about the scallop. What's going on here? And
I
then
said
Lana
Cadillac,
cheered
but
11.
yeah, scallops.
Okay. 1 second. So hold on. Well, this is gonna kill Lana the way that this just played out. Keegan, we owe you a spin. 385. What? Help me do some math here.
Okay.
James.
472 minus 400 is 72.
71 plus 5.
Yeah.
Plus 385.
That is a calm 461.
So plus 61.
On 11.
I got a hard 461.
Plus 11 plus 71 for
70.
Nick Foligno. And then another 6. Okay, hold on. Lana's 1 second. Lana's about to lose her mind.
Okay, 104. We have 149 left over.
Oh, good math. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, so 1 sec. Couple things have to happen. First and foremost, we have to. You say 149, James?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Okay, the wheel sits at 149, but we owe Keegan a spin.
And Lana came in.
No. Lana's bits came after.
Oh no,
she did. She no, you're right. She did.
You're right. Thank you, Lana.
Spin it. And done.
He's high as hell.
No,
What's the next one after that?
Well, it's
this show's gonna be hard to finish
well, the
if
red
this
is us
continues.
drinking, isn't it?
What was the next one supposed to be, Danny? What was the next one on the wheel? Can't really read it exactly.
After the
I'm pretty sure. Is that triple? No, it's not Triple Crown. That's Prairie Fire. The one
I can't
after
read
it.
them until they come up, but it's probably Prairie
I
Fire.
can tell you it's Prairie Fire because it's only 4
Yeah.
4 letters.
It's not Pink Whitney, is it?
Oh, actually,
No. It might be Pink Whitney. Actually, if it goes,
I don't think. Look, Paul, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I think
go for
it's either Prairie Fire or Bottoms Up. I am more than okay to go for a breath of fresh air. Keegan, thank you so much.
While we're ready, shall we do our 60-second commercial that we said we'd do?
I forgot about the 60-second commercial break.
Yeah.
Let's do more than 60 seconds. Tell you what, I'm going to take a breath of fresh air. We're going to give you 120 seconds. That's 2 minutes. And go ahead, refill your glasses, take your own breath of fresh air, do what you have to do. When we come back, I'll answer Paul's question about a difference-making coach, and we will get teed up for the second period. You know, that was almost a really great transition. Let's do it, friends! Oh, shut up, caveman. That's fine. The world can hear us both.
Hold on.
And 3, 2,
Back.
1. Now we're back.
What's up? Hello.
All right. I wanted you all to make sure, because I hashed out with Caveman. I said, Caveman, like, thank you for trying to take my punishment, but then he made it very clear. What exactly did you say, Paul?
No, I don't want to take your punishment. I just wanted, like,
right, because that's what I thought that was.
No, I wasn't trying to be nice. You deserve it. I got work tomorrow, you know? I need it.
All right.
I need the break.
Fine. I'm going to take another breath of fresh air. Well, Cognac tries to get a hold of James. But real quick, Leafs, Habs, while I leave, you guys talk about the things that impressed you the most this first period and why they were all Timothy Liljegren.
This is why he has no idea who's going to be good on this team. It was his first...
Jack Campbell made some really good saves in that that first period.
Jack Campbell's definitely solid. I appreciate him being there. More than that, let me ask you a question, James. You fast forward 5 years into the future, five years from now. The big four are not the big four anymore. Something happens, whatever. Someone has to cut, someone has to go. Whatever happens. We now have 3. Not of the big four, but 3 cornerstone guys. Who are they?
The kids.
You think it's the kids? So if I ask for names because there's so many things that can happen in a season or in 5 years. Matthews could leave, Marner could leave, Nylanders can get traded, he can leave, Tavares can leave or retire, or I don't think he's gonna retire, but Riley can be gone. You never know. Anderson can be gone. We can have a new goalie. Who knows? Who are your 3 guys that you think are gonna be the cornerstone of this team 5 years in the future?
I think if you're Kyle Dubas, you are moving heaven and earth to keep Austin Willie and Mitch together.
Do you still think, after everything we've talked about this year, do you still think that Austin Matthews is a Leaf after his current contract runs out?
Yes, but he earns just under. Okay, because in the next 5 years, doesn't Connor McDavid's contract also finish up?
Connor's? Do you think it happens at the same time?
6 more years, I think.
Five
after
can't
this year. 5 after this year.
Okay, so McDavid's got 1 more. Interesting. Okay, 3.
So McDavid.
No, he's got 5 after this year. Austin. I think
okay, so
4
Austin's contract is up before Connor's, is what I'm hearing.
Yes. Yeah, I think basically, because by the end of that, we're past this COVID
nonsense flat cap.
Yeah, I think we're past that, but I maintain that in McDavid should be. He won't because NHL fans and GMs and whatever. McDavid should be earning the maximum, whatever that is at the time, and then Matthews should be 500 to $1 million underneath it.
Okay. So
that's
I'm hearing a bunch of things. The answer to your earlier question, by the way, and I'm not happy about it, was Alan Vigneault. But then I stopped.
Vigneault?
Yeah, Vigneault. But I stopped in.
When did Vigneault win a cup though?
Well, he didn't. But that wasn't the question. The question was.
No, I said which. No, I specifically said which Stanley Cup champion coach makes the difference.
Yeah, because he was trying to sucker us into saying Quenneville, and I fell for it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Right. And why would you say Alain Vigneault? He's never won a cup.
So that was the real issue, but like.
Vigneault was a really good coach for that Canucks team. I think I think his style and that fit that really well.
Did anybody pay attention to what just happened with Kaylee?
Guys.
Kaylee, you and Chem.
And clear play.
And Cleary? Because I think
Cleary
Vigneault,
also gave us 80.
When I think about Vigneault, I think Vigneault got the Canucks really close, and Vigneault got the Rangers really close. And I know he didn't get there, but all the hate I had for that team, none of it had to do with Vigneault. You know what it's time for? Spin that wheel. I say spin that. Again? The viewer's choice.
Suggest this one time, and we've already got it thrice.
So just to let you know, in our pre-production meeting, James is like, I've got this idea for a thing. It's called the viewer's choice. It's never going to come up. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, I also didn't anticipate you putting this on the wheel twice. Thought it was just going to be there once.
I was trying to balance out the wheel, but it might, in future episodes, only be there once. So that's all I'm saying. If you got the wheel of gimmicks and giveaways, then good Lord, it's been very nice to you. Y'all know what to do. FanCastic in the chat. Let's see what y'all got.
I'm getting in on this.
I'm still playing.
And I will let the 3 of you play. I will. Keegan's in, Heather's in, Snow's in. Cognac is trying to get this again.
Okay, great tweet. Before we do this, great tweet I just saw from Nick Richard was Timothy Liljegren's out there killing penalties, and it's like Sheldon Keefe. Underneath, it's the clip from Superbad when Michael Cera's like, last 2 weeks, screw it. Except worse, because I don't want to get a strike.
I'm just drilling holes. I like it. I like that. All right. I tell you what, 2 things about to happen, because there's one thing that's not on the wheel. There's one thing that's not on the wheel yet. But we're going to stop this right now. DJ Cognac, I believe this time around you will be taking Void Bastards. Good Lord, my dude. DJ Cognac comes up on the wheel again.
He did enter his name twice. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Nah.
He did cheat.
He just made sure he was in there. And he
James,
said
he cheat-
FanCastic.
No, he said he put FanCastic in there twice, but I'm sure it's.
No, it only comes in once. I promise. I'm giving James a a jersey.
I think does that mean he's picking jersey swap?
No, he said not, and then he said Dan Castic, one more drink and the floor for you.
Damn, dude. You're really throwing this.
See, you gotta keep reading that. You gotta keep reading the whole thing.
Oh no!
No, he took Void. He took Void.
Oh, he took Void Bastards. I don't know, man. I think we've got to go with this first answer.
DJ Cognac, final answer. What are you picking here?
What do you want?
Ultimate response.
Oh, what do I want? We're gonna give the choice to DJ Cognac. Best Leafs team of the past 30 years, not including this year, and there's a lot happening here. Cognac, make your choice. Also, Snowberg, really good catch on that. No more. Wait. Is there a comma there? Is it no more Danny? I'm off the hook. I think.
No more Danny's. Okay, no. So I think he's taking Void Bastards.
I think he's taking Void Bastards.
I have no idea what's going on right now, but I'm just happy to be here.
DJ Cognac, sounds good. You said on Switch. I will make sure that we get a code to you.
I think he wants more socks.
All right. No. If that's what you want, we'll send you 2 pairs. It's in one order. Tommy's got to pay shipping once. Tommy's cool with it. Socks or Void Bastards in this intimate interview with DJ Cognac. Oh, he's collecting them, so we send him more socks. The only thing is, you need to tweet them out all the time. Done. And if you don't,
do we send him Bobby Clark socks?
Say again.
Do we send him Bobby Clark socks? Because we should definitely send him at least one pair of Bobby Clark socks.
Well, no, man. It's like trading cards. He wants Bobby, but you get what you get.
Oh, okay.
Like it's a pack of trading cards, man. You know?
I gotcha. Yeah.
It's just all it is.
It's like
Kaylee says it's riveting sports media. Kaylee, I say, how many pairs of Bab socks / Major League socks do you own?
3.
Aha! That's more than me. I still don't have any.
What do you mean you don't have any?
I don't have any socks.
I got my home blues. I got my my cancer awareness purples, and I got my Lannies.
And you got your Lanny McDonald's? Hell yeah.
Former Toronto Maple Leaf, Lanny McDonald.
Okay. Kaylee says, guess who it is? She got 1 pair of Major League socks.
Austin Matthews.
No.
Dougie.
Matthew Austin.
Mike Babcock.
See, I didn't want to go with the obvious choice.
That's pretty obvious.
I felt like that might be the whole basis of the game. Let's see. Kaylee?
Are they all Bab socks? Are we just trying to get rid of the Bab socks?
No. We're not shipping Bab socks.
Can we market the St. Patrick's ones as just like him working for the University of Saskatchewan?
Those were the best. I told you my final answer was Babcock. Yeah. Is she doing my Quizmaster thing where she's making us double guess because one of us got it right and she's like, here's your out. Survey says.
This is dramatic.
I'm dramaticized.
Red Pill.
JR, do you want to do the honors?
This is
come on, Kelly, you do it.
So much drama.
I hope
That's a cop out if I. It's a cop out if I do it.
Literally at the edge of my seat.
What do we got? I guess we'll never know. Boba And you know what?
That's not.
That is a good answer because maybe you didn't know this, but if you're a Jays fan, you can also get Bo socks, and I don't mean those Bo socks. I mean our Bo socks. You can also get Vladdy socks. You should just go to MajorLeagueSocks.com and go take a look. They're fantastic.
My disappointment is so immeasurable right now.
Going back to...
and my day is ruined.
Didn't even think
going
baseball.
back to what we talked off the top of the show real quick. The Islanders are currently beating the Sabres 2-0. Second period just started.
And this guy is for sure 100% in net?
Yeah.
Michael Hauser, 2 goals against on 12 shots for an .833 save percentage.
He's getting there.
Not terrible for a guy who hasn't played a pro game in how long?
Over a year. 14 months.
14 months, and it was in the ECHL. So over
If you're gonna get
pro hockey.
over under 5.
If you're
Under.
gonna have baseball socks, Bo Bichette is the one to have. He's the cutest.
Okay, first of all, his name is Flo Bichette. We got to deal with that first. And when I say his name is Flo Bichette, I mean like I've advertised his name as Flo Bichette.
That's
to
another
sports
penalty
fans
for
in
the
other
Leafs
markets.
coming.
And they liked it.
Danny, you'll also be happy to know the Ottawa Senators are up 1-0 on the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh.
What is happening with Winnipeg right now?
So we didn't talk about it during the show, guys.
And I'm free.
And
Free falling.
on the one hand, I was like, we should talk about it. On the other hand, so what Kaylee does mean is that this is quality sports media. Point proven. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Caveman, what I've been thinking about Winnipeg, like, there's no way they're actually going to drop below Montreal, right?
No.
Right, like,
And based on my picks made on the show, they will not drop below the Calgary Flames. You mean?
No, I meant.
Remember, we still have our bet going.
What do we have on the line?
It was 3-wheel spins for the losers each.
Mm.
And if Ottawa made the playoffs, which they can't, it was 5. But Ottawa's officially been eliminated. So, yeah.
That's right.
I bet Calgary.
Oh, what just? Never mind. Yo, and this is not the first time I've said this on this show. Do you know what I love about Jack Campbell? He reminds me of James Reimer. like, no, dude, he made this sprawling, unnecessary
I don't know
save.
if you knew this, but I think James Reimer was on the trade block a few weeks ago. James Reimer could have been James Reimer.
Bro, speaking of James Reimer, who is that? Is that dipshit McFuckface?
He would have saved that.
That's 2 strikes.
That's 2 strikes.
Eddie.
Strike. That's a
strikes don't stop. By the way,
I don't even see a mech in here.
For the record, that penalty call was horror awful, but.
Okay, but was it him though?
No, but
Just a wide open net for Tyler Toffoli.
Oh, that's what I could have meant. Damn it,
Danny, yeah, all right there, bud.
Well, I've had to take a lot of breaths of fresh air tonight, and
He's feeling emotional, James.
Have you mixed in an agua in the past little bit?
Yeah, that's smart though. We should do that. Actually,
Add that to the
penalty was a
that's
soft.
Yeah, add that to the wheel. Mix in a water.
That's funny.
There's your other viewer's choice slice. Mix in a water.
We stay hydrated on this channel.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a nice little takedown of Nylander getting taken down in front of the ref. Nothing.
Oh, doesn't count.
Oh,
right?
Am I ahead of you?
Yeah, there we go.
I was like, am I ahead of you? Because like as you're saying this, I'm watching penalty getting called.
Yeah, no, for whatever reason, I am consistently 5 to 10 seconds behind everybody else.
No, I was behind everybody at the beginning of the broadcast, and it makes sense because I'm out west. So,
Danny, you missed it, but a solid little puck over glass penalty for the Habs there.
Was it the kid? Cole Caulfield, by the way. That's his name.
the kid.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know the Habs numbers.
Well, there was a 73, and he looks like a little.
It was Romanov, which also could define as the kid.
How old is he?
I don't know, but he's a rookie.
How many strikes am I at?
Well, you just
so
reset.
many kids in the
Just got
league,
2
eh?
off that
Way too
last
many kids in the league.
outburst.
Yes, but I think I was at 0.
Maybe.
No. Like, I thought you just took 2 to
I
force
did,
a shot.
but I was at 0. Oh no! Was I at 1 already? That's the thing I don't remember. I for sure
I
just
thought
did
you
2.
kept track.
Didn't he also say Quenneville, or was that just me?
I said it once. That's what tipped me over.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't realize
That's
that
what I
tipped you
mean,
over.
right? So
So yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that
So
tipped me
okay. So
over.
yeah, you're at 2 then. Okay.
Oh, okay, Reimer.
Jack Campbell.
I know what I said.
What?
That was sharp. Also,
Stop.
stop.
Oh. Mika Zibanejad
That was
was
insane.
another
Good
rule.
stop.
There's a bunch of season debuts tonight. We had Sagan, we had Malkin. Or no, I get Malcolm wasn't a season debut, but he's been out for 23
right.
games.
He's been out for a while. I didn't even know that.
And don't remind me, as I am a very bitter fantasy player who missed Malkin for almost the entire season.
I did not remember Malkin was
Clary can attest.
out either.
Like, it makes sense now that I haven't seen that many Malkin clips this year, but
Yeah, no, he missed the last 23 games.
didn't even register to me.
No, because
Malcolm's been out.
Nobody's been paying attention to anything other than the Scotia North TM.
Absolutely
It
not.
feels like
And you're missing.
that was slick.
Minnesota.
Well, I know Minnesota's happening, but I don't really know what's happening.
They're doing really well, and it's going to be very disheartening when they don't make it out of their division because they got to go against Colorado or Vegas.
Yeah, but I mean, what they're doing with such a young core is pretty entertaining.
It's insane.
Wait a minute, Snow.
Yeah, very good for them.
Did you also say Vegas is going to win that division?
Yeah.
So I'm the only one who thinks Colorado is going to pull it out?
No, Vegas is nasty. Yeah. I think they're going to win it.
And we said they have one matchup against each other?
And Marc Andre's
just and there's another. Not that it wasn't a penalty, but there's some good old game management there. They've literally called less and also let go more this game.
Yo, how much was it killing you to have to go through
you
last
know it.
month without calling out the refs? Was it actually killing you?
Honestly, there wasn't anything as bad. But just now the fact that I can talk about it again, I'm noticing it a lot more.
Yeah, now that you have
trust me, playoffs with me is going to be a treat.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, so here's the thing. Caveman.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna hold this news until Saturday, but I don't know, man. I think the people deserve to know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
But I also think it's important because you got a lot to teach James in the next little while. All right? James doesn't know how to shut me up. This is one of the things we talked about today. Snowberg's known me for a long time. Snowberg knows how to shut me up.
It does involve cussing.
Shut up,
my way.
Right. Paul can just say, "Shut up, Danny," and I'm like, hey, "Fine, what?" Right? Like he knows. Okay. Paul went to school with me. Snow went to high school with me. So between Snowberg and Caveman, there's people in this room who can tell me to shut up. James doesn't know me that long. James doesn't know how to tell me to shut up yet. And the reason that we're bringing this up,
I'm working on it. I got you to take a commercial.
You did, which was good. We're getting there. But the reason
Smart,
we're bringing this up,
smart.
I don't even know what that means, but I recognize the tone because Italians and Jews are like this. So
also, I really appreciate that Snow just sent me a job opening for head of referees at Hockey Canada. Sorry. I keep interrupting this moment, and I'm sorry, but that was too good not to share.
No, it's important.
That's what I was working on in the background, so I need to get that off my plate.
Look, it has been FanCastic building this show for the last, and you're not going to believe this number because I didn't when I looked at it. Caveman, this is our 18th consecutive Monday.
Oh wow, that's insane, dude.
Dude, that's right.
That's crazy to me.
Because time has lost all meaning, but we did our first show January 4th. Look, the caveman is more than just a caveman. If I'm gonna be honest, caveman is a family man. Caveman comes from a good Italian family.
Good old Italian.
My dude, with good old Italian family values, just like my good old Hebrew family values. And, look, this playoff run coming up for the Leafs is about to be insane. Nobody's calling out any guarantees, but the odds that we get through to the first round, through the first round are pretty good. The odds that we get through the second round are just as good. And the odds that whoever it is, Leafs or not, who makes it into the Final Four, here's the best part, man. Nobody from the Canadian division, Scotia North, TM division, is going to know what it's like to play with fans in the building. Can you imagine getting that initial rush of energy playing in front of fans? Except it's in the third round.
I mean, yeah.
What I'm saying is...
It just sucks that it won't be your actual own fan.
Yeah, but it will be, though, because they made a really good point on Leafs Nation postgame the other day that Leaf fans are going to go. I'd go. And you know what? I'll get vaccinated while I'm at it. Like, legit, though, right?
Yeah.
Legit. So...
I'll go, yeah.
Yeah, right? Oh, by the way, let's go watch the Leafs and playoff prices are American playoff prices and you can get a COVID vaccine while you're down there. So, that's an option.
You have a passport. Not everybody has a... Anyways.
FanCast field trip. I digress. So, we do all that. But that's going to be a hell of a lot of stress on the FanCast. I'm here for it. James is here for it. Somehow, Snowberg is here for it. And Caveman, like everybody, but especially you, Paul, want you to be here for it. And it is so goddamn tough that you're a family man.
Yeah, I know.
Because once the season ends and the postseason begins, Paul the Caveman Cavaretta has got to be Paul the Family Man Cavaretta for a little bit. And we're gonna have to put him in the press box so that he can be with his family from the press box. Damn. I was so close to bringing that home, and I didn't quite stick the landing, as JR would say.
You know what? 7.8 out of 10. A little too much water. But a great, great moment.
TLDR, Paul the Caveman Cavaretta is leaving the show at the start of the playoffs. Not in spirit, but he'll be in and out. JR, Snowberg, and myself will handle the heavy lifting.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, when he said the press box, I thought Paul was dying. Woo!
The great press box guy.
Yeah, is this the dogs go to heaven kind of speech he's doing right now? Jeez. Paul, you're good though, right? You're good. You're good. So you're good. So you're good.
I just got obligations I got to do. I just can't make it.
Woo! Paul's doing good, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm alright.
I'm dying.
I'll be okay.
Oh, I'm dying. Keegan, if you're
good.
still here and if you got those clipping shears out, my dude, please. All of that was fantastic.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Not to change the subject at all, but Danny, the bits bar is overflowing.
Ooh. Have you been keeping track? Overflowing by how much?
No, just your 71. But
good call.
well, actually, was Felito on the ice for that power play goal against?
Was he on the penalty kill? I don't know.
Oh, I didn't see it.
How do we find that after the game? You know what? I didn't see it, so I'm gonna leave him at 71 bits.
Yeah, leave it at 71.
And it, of course, is the bar for the Wheel of Gimmicks and Giveaways. You probably know because you've been hanging out watching the show. If you don't, welcome. At 400 bits, we spin the Wheel of Gimmicks and Giveaways. We could Trevor. Jesus, I'm done. I'm done. James, how does the wheel work?
You fill up that wheel with 400 bits, and you can do everything from make Danny take a breath of fresh air to me take a shot of 3 different types of Crown Royals, or have Paul take a shot of Sambuca / Pink Whitney, or everything in between. From we could also give away a pair of Major League socks or a gift sub to the channel. All it requires is 400 bits. We start at 71 in honor of our Lord and Savior Nick Foligno.
Okay. I like the Lord and Savior part. So brings me home.
Caveman.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. I did that in honor of the caveman.
Caveman. What's going on?
What would Neil Mather say about that read? And wait, James, Neil Mather is the head of the radio broadcasting program at Humber College. While Caveman and I were in school together, he was strictly the announcing instructor, and a very good one at that. Former weatherman, former program director of 97.3 Easy Rock. So, the man's been around, and the man knows his business. Paul the Caveman Cavaretta earned his stripes doing a wonderful Neil Mather impression, and I wonder, Caveman, what would Neil say about James's
Well, first of all, he'd walk up and down the room, and if you don't know him, you wouldn't understand, but his walk is legendary. And he likes to talk with his hands.
But only his hands, like not his whole body.
No, just like this. Have you ever seen the Saturday Night Live what's his name?
Stefan.
You have this
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, this is legit how he talks, and it's the funniest thing in the world.
Bill Hader, Stefan.
Yeah, and he's also very he likes making sure you have or you enunciate your words. Yeah. Enunciating. Make sure you get every letter.
Yeah,
every syllable.
It's important. JR, we're gonna make a great broadcaster out of you, and we're going to draw from the well of Neil Mather knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's all we got, man. He is. That's the diamond. The diamond, Paul.
Which diamond?
What do you mean, which diamond? The diamond. Yo, you ready for this, Paulie? You ready for this?
Honest to God, Danny, I forgot everything from that class.
Okay, but every class or just the one? Because
most of them.
I'm looking for something on my computer right now. James, I need you and Caveman to distract each other. I'm looking for a thing. Also, Snow, what's going on in the hockey game?
Willie got a breakaway. He didn't score.
No,
still 1-1. Shots are 17-13 for the Leafs. We're about the 8-minute 50-second marker.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm just...
Lots going on.
Cool.
Lots going on in Leafland.
You guys handle Leafland. I'm looking at something hella important. No way! Keegan! Keegan's bored.
Oh my God.
No, Keegan's bored. He's like, this is... Yeah, I'm not dealing with any of this. All right, my dude, you in the mood for a little chaos? Well, then you know what that means, my friends. It's time to...
Spin
that wheel. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Spin it. Survey says it's the name game. Except this time, it refers to the 4 of us. So...
Okay, we got to figure out, because we can't... Okay, so we can't say Danny Mags, Paul, Caveman.
Whoa, the game...
No. I'm
right.
Hang on, because
okay.
I'm getting to a point here.
I mean, hey...
I'm getting to... No, I'm getting to a point here. What is acceptable for our Albertan friend?
Hey, voice in the sky. Hey, right-hand glasses. Right, more importantly, I have a question for right-hand glasses. Right-hand glasses.
Yeah.
How many names did he just say? Because I counted 5.
I don't count my own name as a name, so because we're all one with the earth.
But Nick.
So it's technically not a name.
So 4?
You know? No. Like 5.
Are you one of those people that say you're a citizen of the earth and you don't believe in passports?
Oh, you believe in passports? I'm a child
Hi,
of the earth.
1 sec.
The host over here has 2 of them,
Hey,
so
I count 5, and he already had 2.
Okay, first of all, it doesn't count. He was explaining the rules. James, hold off. You don't have to.
That
okay, never mind.
counts. And that's 1 for
Okay,
right-hand glasses.
straight from the bottle. Oof.
That is 1 for
Bing pop.
Yo, Toronto
our
guy.
Italian family man.
Thanks for the follow. Italian family man. Perfect. Yeah. Keegan is right on
Hey,
about the chaos.
Keegan, that was a spin well worth it.
That was a good spin. Okay, hold on. Let me reset the wheel. So if you don't know what's going on because you just showed up and decided to hit follow, thank you very much, Toronto guy. This is the Leafs FanCast. You're either watching from the Blundell Media Network, you're watching on Twitch /BingPot TV. Every time we fill up that bar with bits, it's the wheel of gimmicks and giveaways. And hold on for a hot minute as in 3, 2, 1 now. That is our wheel. When you fill it up, we spin the wheel. The gimmick that we just got was a gimmick called the name game. We're not allowed to say each other's names. When we do, we get a strike. At 3 strikes, take a shot. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
It was great. Great talk.
Either way, dude in the middle has to do what now?
Dude in the middle?
Keegan? Keegan's doing things.
I took 2 shots. What more do you want from me?
Oh, did you just take them? Okay.
Yeah, he
well,
I
took
took
from the
2
bottle.
shots.
Oh,
That wasn't
okay.
water.
Okay. True.
That was not water. I can tell you right now that was not
I
water.
know it looks like smart water. It was not smart water.
I was watching right-hand glasses, so I didn't quite catch it.
Yeah, no, no.
Okay.
No. I did my punishments.
Oh, you are watching the Leafs game on your flare screen TV.
Oh, Keegan. Hey, again, you wanted...
What's a flare screen?
Voice in the sky. I was about to ask you that.
I guess I'll Google it.
All right.
Keegan, I appreciate you.
Voice in the sky will
Screen
Google
that
it.
flares.
Flares? Like, you just fire a bunch of flares? It's apparently a basketball play. A flare screen is a screen set away from the basketball where the player being screened for instead of cutting to the basket, fades out to open space on the perimeter. I don't know how he's watching hockey.
No. I've seen that before. I've seen you watch TV on that. Yeah, as long as the screener is as big as... Oh my goodness! Stop. Is as big as.
I have an idea.
Is this like one of those like court projector dealios?
Yeah.
Hold up. I have an idea. So this isn't going to be for today. This is going to be for Saturday. But when we get the name game, anytime we read a name in the chat, that counts.
All right, that's fair.
I did put in another keyword there, and Google wants to change it to flat screen TV, so it could have been a simple spelling error.
You know
that
what?
actually makes a lot of... No, but you wouldn't brag. No, you wouldn't brag about I'm watching the Leafs on my flat screen TV. Like, it's 2021. Everybody has a flat screen. You make that...
If anything, yeah. If you have a tube TV, I'm more impressed.
Yeah, right? You make that kind of boast in 2004. In 2021, it's the opposite.
And he's proud of him, okay? Listen, and Toronto guy, I think you're wonderful, but 6-1 is a little unrealistic.
Well, you never know. Just go ahead.
Sorry, we have Austin Matthews on the team. I totally forgot. Never mind.
Austin? Oh, that's right. The name game isn't players anymore. The name game's great. I'm a big
Whatever
fan
happened
of the name game.
to the Austin Matthews song? Why did that die off?
Austin Matthews.
Hit him with the 4.
Like Austin Matthews. Oh, it's so close, Keegan. It's so close, but it's not quite there. Keegan's trying to spin the wheel and cause some chaos.
Egan's hoping clear play gets it going.
Yeah. Oh, is Cleary going to tip it over? Okay. Kaylee's going to get... It's inching towards the line. James, next time you get a strike, Kaylee's going to cheer one more bit.
You just said his name.
That's three. That's three for me. That's three for me.
That's literally what I was gonna do.
That's three for me. God dang it. Oh no.
My bad, James. I won't steal your thunder.
No.
No, you beat you. That's another for Snow.
Oh, I'll take that strike. I stole your thunder.
That's another for you.
It is one for you. You did say my name.
I think is that nope. That's one for dude in the middle. Somehow, guy with glasses is being okay. Dude in the middle, how you doing? Dude in the middle.
I'm all right. Sorry.
Imagine if I top it off one bit at a time.
Dude in the middle. No, wait. Dude in the middle. You're putting. Why? Toronto guy, it's buds all day over here. But, like, I don't know if you're paying attention to what's going on. Dude in the middle is inching himself closer to a handful. Oh. Well, 13, that's unlucky. You know what that means, my dude. Spin that wheel! Ready? Here it comes. Wait, what? Oh, you're right. That spin didn't count. True. It's a $3.99. That spin didn't count. It landed on viewer's choice, and it totally didn't count.
Does somebody not owe us a spin for a strike system?
No, strike is a shot now.
Oh. Wasn't there for that staff meeting.
Well, so that just got tipped over again. So
I wasn't there for that.
I guess now we have to spin it for real. What is going on? Dude in the middle, he's trying to get me to say his name. Is making us spin that wheel. Hit it! And we're back to the name game. So now the name game changes.
Okay.
Now the name game changes. What is she doing?
Oh, that was funny.
Is it change or is it an addition to?
No, it's what
it's
happened?
swapped.
Did the period end? Not yet.
No, we're
So
at
it's
the last
swapped.
commercial break.
So now I'm okay.
It's swapped.
I can say JR's name.
Yeah.
Now you just can't say.
But you cannot say number 34's name.
Okay, so James, what the hell was that? You had me terrified for a second that you were so deep in the sauce you were pulling a Rob Ford.
No, I was fine. I was just looking something up.
Oh, jeez. I was like, no, dude, we've overdone it. We
Waiting to
pushed
have
it
a
past
reason
the
to
limit.
say something to Paul, and I was going to call him the Ayatai family guy.
The what?
I was going to call him
No,
the
I
Ayatai
was,
family guy, Italian family guy.
I was just looking up. Do we want JRs around the NHL at the end of the second period?
I think that's a good idea, actually.
My go-to whenever both of you leave at the same time to go get a drink.
Yeah. So I realized that the other day, because after our disaster of a stream when I got way too high and did the Gilbert Gottfried impersonation, I realized I came in and was like, I should probably listen to what you're saying when I come back to the show rather than just be like, all right, I'm back. That was how I learned that one.
Wheel should be at 171.
Yes, it should be. And it is.
All right. I just couldn't see it. That's all.
It's all Gucci. I do owe the room a gulp of tequila.
Paul, you still with us, bud? Paul?
Caveman!
Do you not?
Did
Am
he
I
freeze
here?
again?
Yeah, you froze. You're back. Oh, Caveman's having a day.
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Something never a problem. I keep saying things, and then as soon as I start talking, I just go like.
You've been in like the same dormant position. I thought you either like died or you were like half asleep.
Okay, Heather's contributing here?
Did you hear what I said when you said you missed that staff meeting?
No.
That was the same one that we decided I died.
That was a good one.
And now Heather's donating, guys. Guys, this wheel thing's got to stop here.
What do you mean?
Oh, keep it going. What are we
the
at
wheel
now?
is here. It's what it is.
We're at 271 now.
We're at 271. Oh boy.
There's no way anybody donates 129 right now.
I'm really impressed.
No,
you did that
nobody is. Especially if they're on the show. Especially if they're on the show, they would never do that.
Well then, we go ahead and do that. And actually, what we do is we go ahead and do that.
Clearplay's been here silently. Clearplay and Harry have been here silently watching the chaos.
Yeah, well, you know what's about to happen, though.
Thank goodness the Leafs haven't scored.
We have to spin that wheel. Hey, I'll spin that wheel.
The people love it when they get intoxicated, no matter the day of the week.
It's a breath of fresh air.
Oh, that's already ready to go.
Goddamn cow.
It's been ready for snow.
I was just like packing. I'm like, you know what I haven't had in a while? Breath of fresh air, and that happened. So we're ready to go.
Injury.
Right. What?
There was an injury in the game. That's not good.
That is not good.
For whom?
71 is off to the locker room?
Uh-oh.
No, wait, what? How far behind is my stream?
I'm heating this up, and I gotta fucking. Oh, that's a strike. I gotta flip back.
Oh yeah, no, I missed that.
Wait.
Nice.
That's fantastic. Well done. Unreal.
So okay, hold on. So we'll spin for that. But I heard somebody say a name of somebody on our beloved Toronto Maple Leafs, maybe wearing number 97.
That wasn't
Somebody
me.
by the name of Snowberg.
Snowbird Comet.
Wait, I didn't say number 97.
Who said that name?
Guys,
I heard
guys,
Underpants.
guys.
I definitely did not say number 97.
The point
Somebody
is,
said 90. Somebody said 97.
the point is, the mustache man has put one in, and we spin that wheel.
What kind of chaos are we getting this time?
This game's
I
stupid
did hear
and
somebody
This
drop
game's
number 71.
stupid, and I hate
said-
you all.
Somebody did say number 71 as they thought somebody was injured and going back to the dressing room. That's all I'm saying.
Oh
I don't know if
my.
we caught that one.
I don't know what
We
you're
did.
talking about.
We did see that.
God.
I caught a 71 and a 97. I caught both.
I didn't even hear a 97.
Nobody heard a 97 or a 71. God damn
I
it. Harry,
I
you're
thought
the
I heard.
worst.
I thought I heard a 97 after the goal.
But 97 didn't touch the puck.
Harry's gonna go get his
All
credit
right.
card.
Honestly, knowing my state at the moment, it could have been Chris Cuthbert.
Hey, man, you don't have to do another prairie fire.
I'm fully
The
expecting.
drunk impressions aren't coming out, Keegan. I'm reserving myself. Also, that was the question I meant to ask earlier, which was, what do you call, like, do you put the Gilbert Gottfried impression on the wheel?
Oh, that's awful. Yes.
Like 5-minute timer, you got to do Gilbert Gottfried?
That'd be pretty funny.
I think it
But
should go
only
on
you
the
can
wheel.
do it.
Yeah, Danny does Gilbert Gottfried. Most of the gimmicks on the wheel, because it's Bing Pot TV and it's not FanCast TV, like most should just be like dumping on me. Just because I'm the, you know what I mean? Like I'm the actual thread. Like it makes sense for the Bing Pot stands who aren't hockey stands, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's not
Eric
the worst
Fair,
idea. It's Eric Fair. Oh, that's another one. Jesus, it's been a minute. Oh, Harry, am I doing this?
I just want to ask you, what was Danny's strike counter at?
Currently at 1. Oh no.
Okay, so we're both at 2.
Who?
We just said a name of a guy who used to play for the Leafs.
Are we doing the used to too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, past and present.
Oh man.
Wait, who did we say? What was
I just
his
don't want to
number?
talk. 48 seconds. Let's go.
I can't remember his number, but I just remember everything he does is just.
Good point. Wait, no. I can use... No, there's a very different spelling. Did you really try and get me with that?
No, we both said his name.
Oh,
Can
did we? We
confirm.
did, actually, in full.
Can confirm.
Yeah, we did. Wow. Okay. True. That puts me to 2.
So
We're
wait,
both
yeah,
at 2.
okay, hang on. You two are at 2.
Yeah, but I have one.
I'm
I
at
have
1.
a prairie fire I gotta shoot. You
I know, no, I know. I'm assessing the damage here. You two have 2. I have 1. Someone's got 2.
Yeah.
Sure. I have no idea.
So wait a minute. The biggest issue in all of this.
All right, who did you say? Period's over. What did you guys say?
Okay,
Eric
period's
Fair.
over.
Eric, we said that's fair. Eric Fair.
Eric
And
Fair.
then
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay, wait a minute.
On that note,
This is the thing
Steady.
that's freaking me out the most. Yeah, you're right. Hold on, James. We will. 1 sec. Okay. The thing that's pissing me off the most is I thought I spent a bunch of time today on rejigging the wheel so that I wouldn't get super messed up tonight.
you did. I can confirm that. I was
yet,
there.
Here we are, and Harry friggin' Boss Sacks is responsible for this. Or actually, is it Keegan? I don't even know anymore. It's another goddamn prairie fire courtesy of these asshole. Kaylee. This is not the game we're playing. In fact, what we're gonna do as I take the shot is take a break right now, and nothing else.
You can't take a shot on a break.
I can
That's
do
a cop
things.
out.
What? You don't even know what a cop out is. We're taking literally 95 seconds. All right, fine. Just for you guys, I'm gonna take the shot on camera. Go. This is your break.
No. You're doing this now or after.
Did you say this is courtesy of a guy named Harry Bossack?
Yeah. What? You have so much to learn. All right. Woo. 80
All right, we'll see you
seconds.
in 2
Go,
minutes, friend.
kids. It's done. I'm hitting the rock music right now.
Oh my god.
It's good.
Has anybody had watermelon White Claw yet?
Oh, are you trying to get us sponsored?
Straight up, first impressions. Do you remember like Hubba Bubbas when you were a kid?
Yes.
Obviously.
I love Hubba
Yeah,
Bubba's.
it tastes exactly like that. Even to the staleness after you chewed it for 10 seconds.
Ah.
Is that like
Insane.
the aftertaste?
Okay,
Is that
so like,
that-
let me
yeah.
wait one second. Whoa, one sec. Let me coach you on that a sec. They're not gonna like that. You can't do the whole. You would think it tastes terrible, but it doesn't taste as terrible as you thought it would. You can't do that.
He's selling nostalgia.
No, I'm selling nostalgia.
Yeah, so on
They
the
got-
one hand,
they-
I get that, but no, listen.
They got Hubba Bubba down to a
If
tea
you're
in a
a-
watermelon drink that's alcoholic, including the staleness of when you spit it out after.
Yeah, that's where you lose the corpos. They're like, nope, that talks bad about our product. We can't do it.
What if he adds a duration? What if he's like, after you spit it out, after like 20 minutes?
Yeah. After you're so drunk you can no longer taste the taste,
Well,
it gets stale.
I was talking about the reliability of Miss Vicky's potato chips and how they are just so goddamn good. Maybe it's the kettle cooked, maybe it's the salt and malt vinegar that makes it
Jane.
so goddamn good. I'm fucking around, but anyway.
So you guys are stupid. I buy my products at Costco. I'm eating some Kirkland dipped in chewy bars.
Just so we know, Danny just swore again. So you're supposed to take another shot, and we have to spin the wheel.
Wait, why do we have to spin the wheel? Oh no! No! All right.
Let's go.
All right. Okay. While Danny does a shot.
Okay, wait. Sorry, what are we waiting for?
You said
I
wait.
don't know. You said wait.
But you were about to say
I was about to do JR's around the NHL corner, but
JR's around the NHL corner. Wait for it. Wait for it. JR's around the NHL corner. Hit it.
all right. Predators up 3-0 on the Blue Jackets, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Followed by Hurricanes up 4-1 on the Blackhawks. Blackhawks need to win in regulation in order to stay in playoff contention. Looks like they're going to be done tonight. Bruins only up 2-0 on the Devils. Come on, Boston, you're better than that, but not really. Flyers up 4-0 on their state rivals, the Penguins. Rangers beating the Kuznetsov and Samsonov-less Caps 3-2 in Ovi's return, and Carlson's for that matter. Sens still up 1-0 on the Jets, end of the second period. Sabres have clawed back to a 2-1 deficit against the Islanders with their 14-month removed professional goaltender in net. As you know, your Toronto Maple Leafs are leading 2-1 against the Montreal Canadiens. Panthers beating the Stars to help Nashville out 4-2 at this current moment. And Ducks and Blues 0-0 across the board, end of the first period. And our final game of the night so far, Golden Knights against the Wild, 3-2 Vegas leads. Danny, back to you.
Honestly, James, that was fan-fucking-castic. Yeah, I'll take it. That was unreal. Have you ever considered doing this professionally?
Oh my god.
No.
Sorry.
I just got...
Okay, go.
Oh, dear.
What? No, for reals. That was unreal. Like, James? Dude! Paul?
That's a great job.
I gotta get some new adjectives, though.
Well, that's okay.
Also, adding on to the Washington, New York moment, I'm just seeing across Twitter that Tom Wilson absolutely dummied Pavel Buchnevich. And
Pavel
apparently
Buchnevich.
Buchnevich, thank you. That is the Coconuts Rock hitting me. Not a sponsor. Yeah, gives him a little shot to the head when he's down, and Panarin comes in and jumps all over Wilson.
Oh, that's pretty on brand.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So some interesting interesting plot twists in that game, let's say.
Caveman.
I'm watching the video right now of Tom Wilson just absolutely dummying this Rangers lineup, and then he takes his jersey off and he stands there like this. You have to see the picture. It's the funniest thing. Danny, see if you can find it for us.
Oh, but what am I looking for?
Tom Wilson. Just Google Tom Wilson on Twitter right now. Just look him up.
Google. Wait,
That was-
wait. Say that again.
No, you can repeat that. I got it.
Google Tom Wilson on Twitter. Is that what you just said?
Yes, clear play. Line A is a non-factor.
Oh, shit.
We know.
Shit.
Oh, daddy. That's 2.
Guys. Okay, first of all.
Oh my God, Danny's got to take 2 shots and spin the wheel.
So
I
how many
will
games
be-
is Tom Wilson going to get for this? Because that's not a good look.
Hold up.
No, that's bad.
Boys.
Honestly,
Oi.
okay.
Snow, drop out of the
Yeah.
conversation, please. And the reason I'm asking this is because Ryan Hank from The Athletic. Why did I say The Athletic? He is not part of The Athletic. Oh, shoot. We might have lost this. We were supposed to be met by Always 94, a.k.a. Ryan Hank, Canucks Army, or more recently, the PP1 podcast, and us here. And Kagan, if I had to put this solely on one individual, I'd put it on you. I didn't know that I was going to.
Okay, wait, Danny, what happened? Talk to me.
We may not have Ryan Hank because we didn't have room for him in the chat. That might be on me. We were trying to get Ryan Hank, and I was hoping that we could get him. But it may not be a thing for today. No, you know what? I wouldn't be upset by this. Not even remotely. In fact, JR, if, no, I'm okay to say your name, I think.
Yeah, you are.
If anything, I would have said that it's unfortunate, but the wheel is what made this all happen. And if I'm being perfectly honest between 3 of us, the wheel is the one in charge. We play this game not for us, but for you at home. It's not no space in the chat, Cleary. It's no space in the Discord channel. And that may be what cost us tonight. I take full accountability for Always 94, a.k.a. Ryan Hank of the Canucks Army and the PP1 podcast. I take full responsibility for him not showing up tonight because we owe that to you, the FanCast fan base. That's on me. I just have to make that clear. I think. So, I'm going to have to address that in time. But, Snowberg, are you here?
No, he left.
All right, okay, so hold on. I'm talking to Ryan
Okay, hold
at this moment.
Yeah, okay. I tried tweeting at him because I don't have any other contact info.
There's no FanCast voice chat, so he says. All right, stand by, because this is very important. We can get Ryan now. We're trying. Stand by. No, he should just be able to join the channel. Like, he's in our...
Discord?
Yeah.
He was there earlier.
What, he was in the chat?
Now he's in general.
Okay, hold on.
Can you drag him in here? Or?
Let's see. Hold on. We'll figure this out. I know it's happening in the moment.
Oh, he followed me back on Twitter.
Wait, this is literally you're watching technical difficulties as they're happening. Normally, I don't show this part of the program. It's I
Normally.
promise.
Oh, okay. He tweeted me he says trying to get back in.
What? This doesn't make any sense. This is not how Discord works.
No FanCast to click on, he says.
Okay, if we all drop to the to the Chell or penalty box, we can talk to him.
Wait, what? Really? What do you got?
What do you mean? Also, if you give me privileges, you should be able to just click his name, Danny, like left click it, and then hold it, and you should be able to just drag him up here into our chat.
From where?
So you see on Discord, you see where he is down there in general?
Yeah.
Okay, now left click his name.
Wait, hold on.
And hover him over FanCast.
Oh my god, does he not have the right role? Yeah, that's
No, he
the
probably
issue.
doesn't.
That is fully the issue. I can't believe this happened live, man. Alright,
There he is.
Yeah, man.
Dude, this is all on me.
Yeah, you're
Ryan,
right.
this is all 100% on me.
Wait 1 second. It is on you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryan,
no, I
we
know
have
that.
had quite the damaging wheel of gimmicks and giveaways this evening. Danny is
Ryan.
Plastered.
Yeah,
I don't want
but
to say
it's not-
incapacitated,
no, it's
but
plastered. He's right, but it's not like that's
Oh,
not
no,
how
I
this
was
is
going
supposed
further
to
than
happen.
I'm offended, honestly.
Oh, god
Very.
damn it! And this is part of the problem because you passive aggressive. God damn! How many strikes am I at?
I'm pretty sure
I-
you've got a
pretty
perfect
sure you're
game
at
going. You
Sorry,
got a
what?
perfect game going.
I like that. That's good. You got a perfect game, Danny.
Am I allowed to drop an F-bomb or no?
It's
Danny,
your show.
You can do what
Yeah,
you want.
I
You
mean,
can take
you'll
as
be
many
at
shots
you'll
as
be at
you
another
want.
shot.
My question is, if I drop an F-bomb right now, do I have to take a shot?
Yep. Yes.
Danny, we've lost
You're at
count.
2
You're,
right
you're
now.
at 3 at least. 2, and we still have to spin the wheel.
No,
Yeah,
wait,
okay.
what?
Okay,
No,
hold on. Okay,
wait,
hold
we
on.
spun the wheel.
No, we did spin the wheel.
We spun the wheel. Oh, but
Did
it
we?
landed on Prairie Fire, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, buddy.
Did I not do that? Isn't that what that last Prairie Fire was? I
Yeah,
don't like this
yeah,
game.
you did that. You did that. No, Danny, you did that.
Okay. Anyways, what's going on, Ryan? How are you?
Oh man, what a day! What a day!
What a day indeed.
For you know what, I'm still thankful that I have a job to complain about because I know there's lots of people out there that don't or have been suspended from them.
Wow.
For
So it's
No. No.
it was a sucky day
No.
to be
No.
Danny, go mix
No.
in the water.
No.
Go mix
no.
in the water,
Bro.
please.
Listen. Okay.
So
This is not.
other than that, I get to watch my Canucks get absolutely wasted
By
the
Edmonton?
Oilers tonight. I've predicted over the next 4 games, McDavid gets at least 8 points.
No.
I do want to see him get that
He's-
record.
Guys,
okay,
guys.
hang on, Daddy. So Ryan's bringing this up, so I want to bring it to him. What do you think is more likely, 45 goals for Matthews or 100 points for McDavid?
Why do I have to choose? Why can't there be both?
45.
Well, what's
love
more
it.
likely?
I love it.
What's
I
more
love it.
likely?
And what
Again,
happened?
why can't I say both? I think both are very
no,
likely.
no. I appreciate the both.
Guys,
the both
he's
answer.
screwing with you. Like, hi.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm
wait,
not.
wait. He's about to say that he's not. You know why? Because this is typical Vancouver ploy. Here's
No,
what's
it's
actually
not.
happening.
No, it's not. I'm a realist. So if you here, let me explain for both. I'll give my reasons for both. First of all, Austin Matthews is on an incredible clip for his goals. He's got 1 tonight already, I think, right?
He does.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
And he makes scoring goals easy. I hate him for that reason. I've hated him since he came in the league because he's that good. So, and I mean, in a general Vancouver versus Toronto hate. Obviously, he's an amazing.
This already
No,
smells funky. By the way,
No,
third
it's
period
not. No,
starting
no,
in
it's not.
Montreal.
No.
There's that. Let me
Danny,
finish. Let me
Let him
finish.
go.
Okay.
So Austin Matthews could easily score 45 because he has the talent to do so. He's on a team that's going to help him. It would be like if you put the 2011 Canucks into this exact season, and saying well, which Sedin's going to get 110 points? Well, probably both of them because it's possible. Now, if you go over to McDavid,
right.
you go to McDavid, and I mean, unless you've lived under a rock since he's come into the league or sooner, you're fully aware that Connor McDavid can pretty much take over a game at will and has. He also has Leon Draisaitl with him, if you guys haven't remembered. And
No, I haven't heard of him.
Like, it's going to happen.
Never.
I thought, we got to see Draisaitl here for half season in Kelowna.
Can I take this
and that
conversation
was at
back over? Because this is hurting me.
That was at the junior level.
No,
So
no,
look at both of them.
Danny, let him finish. Let him finish.
One's going to get 100 points and one's going to get 45 goals. They can both happen. If I only had to pick one, if I have to pick one just to appease you, Danny, then I would say I'm going to probably go with McDavid. Just for, like,
God, you're the worst.
goals.
And what makes me so mad is he knows what he's doing.
Okay, but no,
He
Danny.
knows.
Combined in one's singular. So
He's
I'd
playing
rather
the
take
game.
you guys than both.
No,
He's playing the game, and he
I'm
knows.
not.
No,
And you're not
Danny,
gonna let me-
okay. No, Danny. This is why I bumped it up, because we talked about 40 before, and Matthews has already scored tonight. So I'm pretty sure
He's screwing with
40
us.
for Matthews.
James,
No.
you're new
No.
to this. Listen, JR.
Honestly, if he is, good for him. But
JR, I love you. Paul, I love you. You boys, you don't understand how these people work in Vancouver, okay? They are trying to get under our skin in every way possible. This is a ploy, and he's doing
Danny.
it well. Ryan.
Danny, go mix in the water.
Ryan, I'll
Why is he
applaud you.
still mad?
Right.
No,
hey, Danny, do me a favor. Go get yourself a water.
Yeah,
Go-
go get a
I
water.
wanna see you
Not a
fill a cup of
bubbly.
water
Not a bubbly. Go
and
get a
come
water.
back here after.
Ryan,
Yeah.
we apologize. Danny
No,
has
he
been.
is high.
We
I'm gonna-
added a viewer's choice option to the wheel tonight,
Oh,
and
no.
Danny has been picked on. So
Uh-oh.
we do apologize for Danny.
No, he's absolutely fucking plastered right now. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
swearing.
he-
probably a little bit sauced, eh?
Just between breaths of fresh air and
This guy's
we
done.
also another thing we added tonight was what we called the name game. So it alternates between we cannot mention a past or present Leaf by their real name or their nicknames, or we can't refer to each other by our real names. And Danny has not done a good job of that.
I'd
So
imagine.
yeah, so we do apologize on that. But yeah,
Anyways,
how
You were
Well, I
saying
should
something
say,
about work. I want to hear about your work. What's going on with
Yeah.
that? You said you're having a bad day. I don't understand. What happened?
Not a bad day, just people that are demanding in ways they shouldn't be.
Oh, for sure. I work in construction. My foreman blamed me because he counted the wrong box. I don't know how that's my fault, but it is what it is.
You
It
know my
happens.
frustration with that is that Ryan, again, as is your nature, that was very disarming. And I am not ready to be the guy who is assaulting a man who is disarming. That is certainly not my gig. Now, by the way,
Listen.
this glass is
Imagine if I was a negotiator. Like, hey, you don't want to do
yeah,
this.
Six Flags, he's absolutely.
Danny, down that one and go get another one. Okay, now go get another one. Go get another one.
Well,
good.
My dog.
We're not
my
quite
dog
there,
just
Ryan.
appeared the war sword.
So now here's my question for you, Ryan Hank.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here for
He
you.
already sounds better.
I understand.
All
Ryan,
right, Danny, what's the question?
Fill me in. What do you need?
it's this simple. Does fighting belong in the NHL? Yes or no? And then give me your yes or no, and then take a sec, and then we'll let you rationalize.
You know what? I mean, belong is. It's such an interesting word, but
If you wanted to use a different word, what would you use?
like, I can tolerate it. I don't think it's needed anymore.
Does it have a place in the NHL?
You know what? Yeah, I mean,
Is that
there's
okay
a
phrasing? I'm on team yes,
Yeah,
it does,
I
by
think
the
so.
way.
You know what? In the right circumstance, if the right thing happens and not just a good hit, or just because a guy needs someone and dummies the guy that's never been in a fight or something like that. Yeah, I mean, there's a time and a place. Like when Jerome McGinley fought Le Cavalier, that was awesome. Like,
Yeah.
there was a time and a place.
Ryan, you and I are on the same page.
What you think? Like, it wasn't the best fight ever, but man, two Canadian guys just going toe to toe, Stanley Cup final. Like, it had everything. It didn't need to happen, but man, it was awesome.
Canadian
And
captains of
sometimes
that too.
we just want to punch out another guy, and they've been teammates together on Olympic teams. I'm pretty sure. Like,
Before or after?
there is a time and a place. I don't think it needs to be
For sure.
in the day-to-day game. Sometimes, if it's super organic, I'm fine with it. But if it's like all the stage stuff and even like the code type fights, get it out of here. We don't need it. Wait from the game.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
The code. The code doesn't make any sense. I don't think.
No, it doesn't.
But here's what my real question is. Ian McIntyre's frustration, and correct me if I'm wrong, this was my interpretation. Ian McIntyre's frustration was that nobody saw an issue with what Wayne Simmonds did. Does that sound right? That's why he was frustrated? Because nobody stood up to Wayne Simmonds for instigating the fight with Edler?
Someone should have come in. If that's how it needed to happen, if there needed to be a fight, someone should have come in, for sure. If that's what the code is, Alex Edler is probably the last guy that should be fighting somebody. And you all saw that.
And you saw the interview with Bieksa.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you feel about Bieksa's stance, which says, you know what, Edler answered the bell and quashed the whole issue? Like, in Toronto, Ryan, talking to Ryan Hank of Canucks Army and the PP1 podcast, Ryan, like, we respect the hell out of Edler for doing that.
Oh, absolutely. It's just, did it need, it's just such a trivial thing to do.
Well,
do I respect what he did?
Yeah. If not him, if Edler doesn't go to answer the bell against Wayne Simmonds, what's the alternative?
Just rub them out along the boards.
The alternative is
but
you start, both teams start playing dirty and getting chippy, and then a rivalry gets
or is that somebody like Zach McEwen steps in to fight?
We talked
or
about
when
this
Zach Hyman comes back, he knocks Edler on his ass himself.
We talked about this on the show, and we go back to Kevin BX's comments on Hockey Night in Canada, where Kevin Bieksa, that's why former Canuck Kevin Bieksa, Boom Bieksa, makes a point of saying, hey, Wayne Simmonds fights Edler. Edler doesn't fight. He owns the moment and says, yep, I'll do this because I get what I did was wrong. I think that's the part that's gone unnoticed. Is like, Alex Edler, if you had to ask me, would say, yeah, that hit sucked. I shouldn't have done it.
He was also on the ice for 3 minutes, too, if everybody
remembers. That's not an excuse, Ryan. You're not supposed to do that regardless. And
I agree, but hear me out for a second. Just give me 1 second and you can keep going. Give me 1 second and you can rifle right back.
Yeah.
He was on the ice for 3 minutes, and if any of us, and I'm sure you all have played even just beer league hockey, being on the ice for 3 minutes as a schmug plo like me, not good. As an NHL veteran who has played, like, he's not at 1,000 games, or is he? I can't even remember.
No.
He's played enough hockey to know, like, clearly he's not going to do that normally. And as he's coming in, 3 minutes in, coming off of, and I'm not using it as an excuse, I'm just adding to this. We all know what they came back from, and he's playing in a game where they're getting outplayed absolutely. He's dog-tired, and he made a mistake. It's not like it was malicious. It wasn't malicious.
You're right.
And then all that has to happen. I just think sometimes there has to be context. It can't just be the code.
No, but it's not about the code, because I think you're right. And I think part of the reason that Alex Edler actually accepts that fight is because of what you just said. Like, he knows that you're not going to he's not going to fight for the sake of fighting. He's not that guy.
Exactly.
For 900 games, we know is not that guy.
Yeah.
So wait, let me for 1 second. I'm just curious.
Caveman.
What is your opinion on it then? So you think the fight shouldn't have happened, right?
No, I think the fight.
No, not you, Danny. I don't care. I got yours already. I think he needs to talk all the time.
Jumping in real quick.
But wait, no,
I'm just giving a game update real quick. Montreal currently on the power play after Josh Anderson took a lovely dive.
Yep,
it was a dive. I don't know who's watching and who's not, but lovely dive there. Currently halfway through the power play, nothing doing. Leafs penalty killers doing an exceptional job. Caveman, back to you.
Okay, thank you, James. So Ryan, what is your opinion? It shouldn't have happened. The fight shouldn't have happened.
No, it's just like I said. The code is just so trivial. And again, I've never played in the NHL, and I've never played at
Ryan. What he said was, should the fight have happened?
Hang on.
Absolutely
no.
not.
He said no.
No.
Also, Danny, please reset the gimmicks wheel or the gimmicks bar to 71, please.
Okay, so here's my opinion, because maybe Danny's not in the or doesn't have the ability to explain it as well. Is that Alex Burrows playing from on Montreal's bench?
Yeah.
Anyways, I didn't know that. That's insane. So here's my take, my opinion on it. I believe it has nothing to do with the code book of this guy like did something dirty and malicious. I don't think it has anything to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's setting a statement of you don't mess with the Leafs. If anybody's going to pull that with the Leafs, you're going to have to deal with somebody. That part of it is the code, the ethics, hockey ethics. I think secondary, though, if somebody is going to, in that case, Edler was on for 3 minutes. He was exhausted. He didn't mean to do it. However, someone got injured, right? That is a dangerous hockey play. Okay,
Sure.
It doesn't matter if you're Edler and you can't.
No one will debate that. No one will debate that part.
It's a dangerous hockey play. So there has to be some sort of repercussion for it. If Zach Hyman scored that goal, if Zach Hyman got on a breakaway and scored a goal, is that less worth than him being out for 2 weeks because he got a knee on knee and now his knee's messed up? Like, do you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? So in that sense, it has everything to do with like dangerous hits, and Wayne Simmonds is not going to let people go up against the Leafs and do dangerous stuff to injure our players. And I think that's my one opinion. So the fight didn't need to happen because Edler clearly is not that player and he doesn't do that stuff. However, it was, like, in my opinion, okay. Like, it's fine. It was a one and done situation, and Edler took responsibility for it, which is good for him. Personally, I think someone should have stepped in for Edler as well. I think someone should have been like
for it though. Like he got suspended. End of story.
Yeah, that's fine, but also Hyman's still not playing, and we've been 6 games since.
Hey, you know what? Like,
sorry, just want to jump in real quick.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. Speaking of not playing, Nick Foligno officially not returning tonight due to an upper body injury. Sorry, didn't mean to.
I was just gonna get in, like, when you talk about injuries, like the intent to injure and suspensions and all that. I mean, Vancouver clearly has a little bit of history on that side of the ledger, but like it's like they never get it right. So they don't police, like the NHL isn't policed in a way where these like unfortunate things happen, like whether it's a fight or based on an injury, based on whatever. Like, yeah, does everybody feel bad for Zach Hyman? Absolutely. Yeah.
Ryan, we had a thing on the show for a while. The month of March was basically dump on the refs month.
Yeah.
But we said for April we couldn't do that anymore. So now here we are in May, and JR, for one, is really happy that we can dump on the refs again.
Yeah.
But, like, how much of this is actually a matter of officiating? And in
the knee on knee, though, you can't put that on official. Not the knee on knee. Like,
no, not the knee on knee. Not the knee on knee. It's what it is. But
the fight.
Okay.
It's a combination of the fighting and then the lack thereof of second guessing. Like Paul, you said this really well about Wayne Simmonds. He's on the ice because he sends a message that if you do anything that is in that gray area just outside what's legitimately okay, you're going to have to answer for it. So
I think so in terms of the Leafs, I think in that sense, the Leafs had to fight there, because if you don't fight there, then it's just okay. And like and it sucks for the Vancouver Canucks that it had to be Alex Edler, but anybody else on that team who's had an NHL fight in their career, no one says boo about it, right? But
exactly.
in this sense, it's like if you're the Leafs, somebody has to step up, because you know what? One of your guys is injured. One of your guys is not playing. And if this happens in the playoffs where it's even worse and people are more aggressive, what's going to happen? These teams are going to walk over you. You're going to have Zach Cassian throwing hits and Connor McDavid bodying people because the Leafs aren't going to do anything about it, right? Yeah. So in that case, the Leafs had to fight, and all respect to Alex Edler for like stepping up and being like, okay, I understand.
It's just like I said, the code itself, it's just so stupid the way it's set up. So it sets up these things. Like, is it unfortunate? Yeah, the guy got a suspension. They should have just said, don't you dare retaliate on this. Yes, it was a bad hit. didn't mean to happen. I mean, again, every situation is so different. In this case, they should have said at the beginning, don't. It's like when you see two teams in baseball, like, there's super bad blood, or something happened the previous game. If I see one team pitch at another team, we're throwing out every single player as it happens. Like, you set the tone early. The NHL isn't like that. It's an absolute bush league anyway.
Yes or no question?
Yeah.
Does fighting have a place in the NHL?
I mean, if I have to give a black and white answer, yes.
Okay. And honestly, that's what I wanted, because we dealt with that topic on the beginning of today's show, and I think all of us agreed that to a certain point it does.
It's just such a great. It's a gray answer in all fairness, but if you need an answer just for the sake of one, I'll say yes, because because it's an aggressive sport, and yes, I think aggression can carry over. It's like, if any of you guys have kids, I have got two. You can bang around all you want. Eventually, a fight will happen. And do I think sometimes it's warranted? Absolutely. Do I support it? Not really, but someone needs to learn a lesson sometimes.
Sometimes brothers got to fight. We got a video of me and my brother when we're kids, just absolutely just laying hammers into each other.
And what did you learn? And what did you learn?
That my older brother can kick my ass.
There you go. And so you figured that out going forward.
Well, I did stop fighting him. We get along very well. But
so
you know what I mean?
You got me for a couple more minutes, Danny. You want to bring out me putting you guys on blast?
Let's do it.
So,
go for it.
Okay.
Set the table.
No, this is important. You're right. And Brian, thank you for indulging us so far. So Ryan throws one of my tweets, and I say my because it was from the FanCast account, but I take full responsibility. Saying that, hey, it's very frustrating when the Canucks fans aren't even getting mad that their own team's losing. And Ryan, how do you see this? Because, I get the argument, you're being intelligent about it, but how do you see it from your perspective?
So, I mean, I think the thing is, we're so frustrated at what's going on internally. No one else is going to chip away at our completely damaged souls already, because we're already damaged. Honestly, like today, what happened today with, I'm just trying to go over a few things that have happened, like with Benning and stuff. Like, there are so many other things that we're pissed off about. The other teams being mad at us for whatever is the least of our worries. Like, we've got our own in-house problems that are quite visible to everyone else. Like, we've got infighting. We've got guys flying fire bending banners over the city. We've got there's so many other problems. So when we see another team like, yeah, you guys suck, but like, yeah, we're aware. We've sucked for a while. Like, it's you can't and we joked about it last time, right? Like, we're not really disarming. It's just like, listen, things suck. We're fully aware of that. We're already yelling at each other. We don't need to start yelling at other people because we don't have time. We're already yelling at each other.
God damn it, right? I don't like you being self-aware.
We're sorry. There's no room for your hate. There's plenty of hate on our side.
The number of times that you, me, or Caveman has said sorry today, just in conversation with each other, I'm like, no, if anybody is watching, like if the Beer League boys out in Tampa are watching this, I'm like, no, we are so goddamn Canadian.
Yeah, we're all so Canadian, aren't we?
Okay. It's just lovely. Ryan, thank you for joining us. By the way,
yes.
If I don't know if you knew this, Ryan, but for you and anybody else that's been sticking around, Leafs are only up 2-1 with 7 minutes left in the third. You would have expected a much bigger margin of victory here.
Montreal's been pretty surprising. It's like they play up to certain talent, play down, kind of like how Vancouver does. We'll play against the best teams, we'll hang in there, and against the worst teams, we absolutely get dummied.
Welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs, circa 2016.
17,
I would say it's longer 13. Than that, guys.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
No, before 2016. Isn't that what circa means?
If you are not no, circa means as of. If you
Isn't
are
that
not,
when you've got a ringleader and elephants and stuff?
Anyhow, if you are a podcast person at the PP1 podcast, or I don't even think if you're on Apple Podcasts, you have to say at. It's the PP1 podcast.
Yeah.
Ryan Hank. Thank you very much for joining us. Also of Canucks Army fame. Ryan, appreciate
I'm
this.
still there, and I'll be putting you on blast. Well, actually, we don't play the Leafs anymore, so you guys are free from my wrath for a season. Anyway.
Question for you.
Yes.
Ideal scenario: Canucks finish ahead of or behind the Ottawa Senators in the Scotia North TM division.
Ahead of.
The Ottawa Senators.
Has to be ahead of.
That's what I said. Knowing you have 5 games upcoming against Ottawa. I'm sorry, Edmonton.
Edmonton.
No, what does he want or what does he think?
Both.
Oh.
Well, want is obviously got to be a higher pick. I don't want to speak for him, but I assume
because there's a certain bit of pride in not letting Ottawa beat you in the standings.
Yeah.
Oh no, he just messaged me. Apparently, he dropped out of the call.
Oh,
that's all right. We're gonna say that he wants them to beat Ottawa because how embarrassing would it be to lose?
Oh, I missed it.
There he is. There he is.
Okay,
he's back. He's back.
Right.
One more time. Yes.
So, best case, would you rather lose the Scotia North, as in finish in 7th?
Sure.
Or finish ahead of the Ottawa Senators?
Better draft picks or whatever that is.
So as a fan base, you're ready to let Ottawa pass you, is what you're saying?
Doesn't matter. This is a one-off season.
It actually really matters to me and to the caveman.
Ottawa, have you seen Ottawa?
Ryan, Danny and Paul have a bet. Danny bet Paul that Ottawa would not finish last in the division for $50. That's what he's getting at.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Okay, well, I want $5 of that if Ottawa does.
For what?
Because just for being here, for my time.
What?
For my time. I appreciate that. That's a man on a mission.
Okay.
Like, have you seen Ottawa? They absolutely waxed Vancouver. Like, it wasn't even close. This is Ottawa we're talking about. Like, they're actually not like the forgotten cousin in the league anymore. People are actually like, oh, right, I forgot we are related to these guys. They're all right.
So what he's saying is like validating me that Ottawa is actually a force to be reckoned with.
Well, this season anyway.
Yeah, you're right. They are a force.
Next season, they'll probably, once all the other teams get included again, yeah, we'll see. I mean, they've got some amazing talent, but it's still Ottawa. Like, it's like, whatever.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Ryan Hank. We appreciate
it. I got one quick question, Ryan. If you could have Seattle take any player in the expansion draft, who would it be?
Connor McDavid or Austin Matthews?
From Vancouver.
Elias Pettersson.
Sorry, you had to be more specific because that would have been great.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't quite get there. Yeah, if you could have Seattle take anyone from Vancouver, who would you like them to take?
You know what? I would say, and only because it's finally come out recently, I would say probably Braden Holtby because that means we get Mikey DiPietro as our backup.
I like that answer. I like that.
I think that's what they're going to take.
If he's absolutely like his first game back was it on Friday against was it Bakersfield, I think?
I think so, yeah.
He absolutely went off. They won 7-1 and he had 2 5-alarm saves that were like highlight reel. And the guy hasn't played a professional hockey game in over 400 days. And he came in like he just came off of a 3-game bender. Like the dude is just like he's primed to be an NHLer. The way it was handled was not the greatest. That we're past that point. If he does come up next season to have Demko and DiPietro, I don't think it's the best tandem in the league, but it's got potential to be one of the best in a few years. And as you talk about recency stuff, like I get excited for what I know should be happening in the future, and that would be something that should happen. Again, hopefully for the Canucks and not someone else.
Hey,
will that turn into Luongo Schneider 2.0?
You know what? I mean, all day I will take that. It's tough to beat out my boy Luongo because like I bleed Roberto, so it's tough to replace that love. But I mean, as I've said to absolutely everybody, I could care less who's on the team when we win. I just want to see a cup.
I agree. I'm with you. I'm with you there. For everything from fighting to that take right there. I'm with you.
There you go. Wait, you can send all my gifts. Should I give up my address publicly or no?
Yeah, can you give me your PO? I need a PO box. I'll just.
Yeah.
So.
I'll send you the bill for the gifts too.
Oh, exactly. Here's the freight,
Not
and
even-
here's
Hey, Ryan.
Gift will be.
yes.
Without looking, who's winning right now between Dallas and Florida?
Well,
I can tell you right now.
If I was going to guess, I'd probably say Florida.
Good
is,
guess.
uh,
But it's...
Tyler Seguin, in his 2021 debut, tied the game moments ago.
4-4.
Good for him. How's that tattoo working out for him?
Ryan Hank, thank you so much for joining the program tonight.
Hey, man. We're getting going a couple weeks, right?
Absolutely. And oh my God, Keegan is almost tipping over that wheel one more time on our end, which is a lot because it's been one hell of a show from the perspective of the FanCast bros right here.
Hey, boys. I got to go to dinner.
Ryan, thank you so much.
Thanks,
for
man. Have a
showing
good
up.
one.
Thank you for joining us.
Go Leafs go. Cup 2021.
Have a good steak
What?
dinner.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. See you, boys.
Okay.
Later, buddy.
Thanks, all right.
I don't even know how to
Alright.
take that. I'm like, what do I do? If he likes it, does that mean that if the Leafs actually do win the cup, Vancouver's happy? I'm not okay with that.
It's not happening.
Thank you, Ryan.
What are we at on the wheel right now?
We're about 12 bits away from spinning.
That's not even close. You're so off. 29.
Yeah, sure. 12, 17, 29, same. There's only a minute and 6
Is it Paul, is it 29 or is it?
It's 29 exactly.
All right. Well,
371.
now it's 0.
or worse.
Nice.
All right. Well,
Yeah, Keegan, that is for you, my friend. That is for you.
all right. Well then, James.
I was hoping to try and get that in before Ryan left, but
God damn it.
Ryan Hank, everybody from the PP1 podcast, we always appreciate him coming on. It takes.
I already hit
I
the
perfectly agree with.
I hit the wheel for the spin. It's a.
Danny, I will trade you. I will take this one now if you take one of mine later.
Well, it depends what
We'll
the list
trade
shows
you.
up as. It depends what it shows up as.
Okay. I 100%. I read that as a prairie fire, but
Oh yeah, what? It's
we're doing a name game for a minute and 6 seconds. All right.
And so now you can't
All
say
right.
any of the player names. That's all.
No,
Well,
it's back to our. No. It's back to our names.
Well,
It was on our names. We
hey,
switched to
bud.
player names. It's back to our names.
I think
Hey,
that
bud.
should probably exist for the rest of overtime, don't you think?
It's
No.
not going into overtime, buddy.
I really
Yeah,
hope
what-
so.
What overtime are you
And
talking
it's going
about?
overtime for sure.
Yeah.
We're talking about that overtime.
Yeah.
I was a little bit behind, apparently.
I think we were all a little bit.
No, it literally just happened on my screen. I just saw Clary's comment.
Oh,
Disappointing.
okay, so guys, Ryan Hank from the Athletic, thoughts? Why do I keep saying from the Athletic?
Why do you keep saying from the Athletic, Danny? It's from the PP1
It's
podcast.
from the Big PB podcast.
The PB1 podcast.
Okay, wait. Quick. Hang on. Where's my mouse? There we go. Quick league update. Blue Jackets come from 3-0 down to tie it with Nashville.
How many goals?
Stop!
How many goals does Patrick Laine have?
He keeps losing. None. Emil Bemstrom got a hat trick.
JR?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
How many games
Um,
have we played this year?
We
my God.
have Boston still up 2-0. Flyers are now up 4-2 after being up 3-0. Hurricanes up 4-2. Capitals up 5-3. Sens up 2-1. 20 seconds left in the third.
Dude, for being a fourth liner, Patrick Laine has 17 minutes and 30 seconds.
Sorry, Paul. Do you want to talk about the?
Buffalo Sabres down 2-1 to the Islanders are now
No, they
up
tied
3-2 with three. No, they're up 3-2 with 3 minutes to go.
And what's his face in net?
Yeah.
I hope he gets a win, man. That'd be amazing.
Yo,
I hope he gets-
Buffalo deserves
4-3 on
it.
Minnesota. And we are off to overtime here on the Leafs FanCast on twitch.tv/BingPotTV and the Dean Blundell Media Network.
Honestly, man, I'm so proud of you, James. I'm sitting here eating chips, enjoying what the wheel has had to give me tonight.
As you should be.
Here you are stepping in and being the consummate professional in the room.
If anyone would like to join our Discord, I just put it in the chat right there. We talk hockey 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
Damn, okay, man. I'm a little like, on the one hand, I'm really friggin' sad that Caveman is got to be Family Man for a bit. But, also, I mean, as far as replacements go, JR's pretty damn good. Omar! Yo! All right, after this game, we'll hop on TikTok. After this game. Goddamn, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. Omar showed up, man. It's going to be a TikTok kind of night.
So, sorry to Snowberg and all Flames fans out there that Montreal is now getting a point because the Leafs couldn't hold on for an extra 50 seconds.
Doesn't matter.
Is Philip Deneau the best defensive center in the league?
Go away. Go away. No. What are you doing here, Paul?
Because, okay, I understand Patrice Bergeron still, and Mark Stone is
but Patrice Bergeron isn't also Patrice Bergeron anymore. I will be the first to say
but who's the best defensive center in the league, then? Who do you think?
I would go up there with Ryan O'Reilly. I am a little biased. I will fully embrace the biasness. However, Ryan O'Reilly has to be up there.
Why is Corey Perry an assistant captain on this team? Wasn't he scratched for half the games?
Bro, they don't have.
I'm sorry. What?
Wow. All right, so before Danny says Liljegren's the MVP of the week, can we have realistic expectations?
What do you
and Anderson just stole the puck because Riley is slow. Good job, Riley.
Bro, Riley had such a nice goal earlier.
I'm so done with 3-on-3 overtime. It's so boring.
What do you want instead?
No. Okay, I will say Montreal, and I've watched a couple of their 3-on-3 games this year. Montreal are the worst offenders for making 3-on-3 boring. 3-on-3 should not be boring. That's the whole fun of it. Is it's 3-on-3, go bananas, 2-on-1 one way, 2-on-1 the other way. Montreal, for whatever reason, Dominic Ducharme, screw you. You are ruining 3-on-3 overtime.
Hey, let's. I have an idea. We don't get the perfect breakout. Let's just regroup in the neutral zone. See how many times we can do that in 5 minutes.
Literally, Montreal will be like, oh, we have the zone. Okay, let's just take it out and circle around again. And I hate to say it, it worked against Ottawa the other night, but that's Ottawa. Stop it. It's 3-on-3.
Finally.
It's supposed to be bananas. Guys, have fun with it. Stop being boring.
I don't know if anybody
literally, stop being. You were just trying to be boring, and you turned it over to Nylander.
Yeah.
Stop being boring. Have fun with it. It's 3-on-3. Stop it.
Keep going.
It's just embarrassing. Literally. But it's not just Montreal. Don't get me wrong. Montreal's bad.
Oh, it's 100%. Pure NHL culture that 3-on-3 overtime has turned from what should be absolutely ridiculous to being
the trap.
Yes.
Let's play the trap.
Yeah. No, it's dumb. Stop it.
What do you actually want?
Bring back the shootout. Or not bring back the shootout. Sorry. Bring back 5-on-5 or 4-on-4, whatever it was before. Just
it doesn't matter. The point is, what's 5-on-5?
I would be down to bring back 4-on-4. I would be down to do 4-on-4 if you do 5 minutes 4-on-4 and then 4-on-4 and then 5 minutes of 3-on-3.
I have an idea. If it's just gonna be this boring, anyways, okay. I'm sorry, people who don't like the shootout because it's what is it? A gimmick? It's a skills competition. I don't know, Danny. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Both of those actually are great. Gimmick is a good word.
Okay, so it's a gimmick. Wow. How is 3-on-3 not a gimmick? How is 4-on-4 not a gimmick? If you're gonna play overtime, just play regular. Play 5-on-5 then.
Austin Matthews, what was that? What was that not? Austin! Hello? this game's going to a shootout. It's stupid. Omar! Montreal is not the GOAT.
Why wouldn't he shoot that? Everybody knew he was giving it to Matthews.
How far behind are you, Paul?
Literally the 2-on-1 just happened. Or 2-on-0, sorry.
I
2-on-0
got a
just
minute
happened.
40 left. 140.
I'm
I'm
hearing
at
all these
2
hot
minutes.
takes, and I can't even. I had to get back in this room.
Yeah. Get in
Welcome
here.
back. Oh, no! Whoa, whoa,
we have
whoa.
another 136. Kaylee, thank you.
Kaylee, relax.
First of all,
Hank. Yeah.
if anything, the NHL should switch to continuous 3-on-3 and never let it end in a shootout. Shootouts are absolute trash.
I agree.
They're both gimmicks. Who cares at that point?
It's not a gimmick. It's like I'll give you. It's a skills competition. It's a one-on-one breakaway. It's something that should only happen if you get tripped on a breakaway.
No, but I'm saying like the same with this. The 3-on-3 is a gimmick. It's not real hockey. It's not the real NHL.
It's not the real NHL, but it's
No,
something
if
that
you're
you
not
reduce
gonna
down to
play real-
3 decent players that play 3-on-3. Your only problem with it is the fact that Montreal's playing the Russian style and circling back. If
No,
you
I
had a
have no
run and gun back and forth,
I have no problem with that. I don't care about gunning back and forth. Actually, I have a bigger problem with gunning back and forth because at that point it is just it's worse than the shootout. It's 2-on-4.
4-on-4 was atrocious.
It's
if
all
you even
bad.
want to talk about 4-on-4, that was atrocious.
No, it's all bad. It's a gimmick. It's a joke. It's not real NHL hockey.
It's not supposed to be at this point. It's supposed to be an end to the game.
Okay,
So if you're-
okay, hang on. I have an idea here. So what if in
Would you rather a
3-on-3?
tie?
No. What if in 3-on-3 you had a shot
Hey, can we all
clock?
shut up because this game is stupid and the Habs just got the W?
Then you become
Well,
lacrosse.
thanks for ruining
That's
that,
what
Eddie.
You're way too far behind. God damn.
Of course, it's frickin' Caulfield.
Wow. Caveman, it's literally all your fault.
No, it's not my fault because he can only score in overtime because he's so small.
Oh my god. You talk smack about Cole Caulfield, that's what happens.
What? Let's see how he turns out. He's not going to be DeBrincat.
All right. It looks like we will leave the wheel where it is for now.
Also, Michael Hauser wins his first NHL debut.
And what do we tell you?
4-2 over the
Good
New
for
York
him.
Islanders. But let's guess. You're not going to hear that about the Zamboni, less than the Zamboni driver.
All right. Hey.
Predators and Blue Jackets going to overtime. So are the Stars and Panthers.
Oh my god, really? Which of those should we watch? I don't think
Stars
we
and
should end
Panthers.
this just yet. No. There's important hockey to be played tonight.
I do gotta go.
But, Paul,
Yeah.
your Blue Jackets.
I don't care about them. They're done. I don't care.
I'm sorry, what?
They're out of playoffs at this point. They're playing for the first overall draft pick. I don't care.
Caveman,
About the Blue Jackets right now.
please. That's your team.
It's all right.
The
Anyways,
future RFA that they lose.
yeah. Jeez. Honestly, like how many are they gonna lose at this point? It's just embarrassing.
Did you see the Athletic article? Starting to change the
yeah,
topic, and I
read
know you got to leave.
I read it. It was dumb.
All right.
Like it's right and it's wrong. I also agree with whichever player said fire Tortorella. I think he's lost the room. He's the best coach in the NHL, but he lost the room. It's
What about
over.
Yara?
Kekalainen?
How you
know what?
He underpays.
He plays hardball with his RFAs, and then they leave him when they're UFAs. And you know what? If he can't learn from that, then fire him too. It is what it is,
Fair enough.
right? Anyways, I'm actually gonna get going. Love you all. Thank you guys for having me. If you guys are gonna keep watching or keep playing or whatever you're doing with watch parties, good luck to whichever team you cheer for.
We'll see you on Saturday.
And I will be here Saturday for sure.
Amazing. Fantastic.
Cool. All right.
Thank
Later,
you,
guys.
man. Take it easy, my dude.
Ciao.
Take her easy.
Deuces.
Can we take in that Caulfield got first star just for that?
On which feed?
It doesn't deserve it.
Who did the NHL name the star? That's who I go by because every TV feed has
First star was Caulfield. It was Caulfield, Matthews, and Deneau.
on NHL or on Sportsnet.
Canadian. No, it was the NHL, wasn't it?
Well, there's because each feed will do their own. So TSN
many
has
feeds.
their
Are
three.
you sure? I didn't know
Yeah.
that was a thing. I thought it was just the
Yeah.
writers in the
All right.
building voted on it.
No,
Anyway,
for broadcast
ha-
purposes,
ha-
they do
ha-
their 3 stars, and then there's the NHL 3 stars.
Hey, all right,
Okay.
here's what's coming up this week.
Habs and Jets tied for third in the North at the moment. Just so we're
Tied?
clear. Tied for third in the North.
No, I want Montreal to finish fourth. I don't want this to be a close competition. Either way, we'll keep an eye on that over the next little while. Leafs FanCast done for tonight. We will be back on Saturday for a watch party with the Caveman, and tomorrow night, myself, JR, and that one, Snowberg, going to be taking on the NHL 3's gauntlet as we try to sharpen up our skills for an eventual matchup with the Dangle Navy. That's happening tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Leafs FanCast, JR. Anything else to end off on?
Leafs are still finishing first in the North, no matter what Cole Caulfield has to say.
I called the loss tonight, and 2 more wins to follow.
You did?
And I'm hoping that's a good start. Snowberg, what are you going to end with?
If my calculations are correct, I believe one more Montreal win, and the Calgary Flames are officially eliminated from playoff contention.
One more Montreal win, and that is it for the Flames. All right, take care. We will see you on Saturday. Have a good night.